Yes, I am early, Sarah, by 1 minute. Hello, welcome everyone. It's Friday. It's that time. It's 1 minute, at least for me, where I'm at right now. 1 minute before 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So here we are, Friday vegan live stream. And yeah, Fu Manpu, if you can stick around just a little bit, little is better than nothing, right? Wouldn't you like a little bit of this live stream, our community, my great charisma and personality, and all the wonderful people that attend here. So stick around, Fu, as long as you can. If you're tired, yeah, I understand. You got stuff to do. Totally cool. Yeah, but yeah, just chill with us a little bit. Hopefully this will brighten up your day if you're having another like not so bright day dealing with idiots and stuff that you seem to have to encounter a lot regularly. Yeah, food did it. Awesome. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for being here. It's Friday again. Time sure kicks butt, huh? Flies quickly. Does anyone ever say time flies quick? Just flies, huh? Flying is usually done at a high speed. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Fu. Hello, Fritz. Hello, Heidi. And what did Metalhead say? Is he going to be here or not? Okay, he's saying next Friday he'll be entering a cook-off, so he won't be to be able to join us. But cool, thanks for letting us know, Vegan Metalhead. Okay, you have nothing to do, you're just tired. I get that, us old Gen Xers, it's tough. It's a fine line between feeling pretty energetic and being a little tired. And if you're watching VD and others, no, it's not because we're vegan and we're deficient. It's because we're in our 50s, born in the 1960s and 70s. So yeah, people when they get older, they tend to not be quite as energetic as they were decades prior. That's true for vegans. That's true for everyone. So please, no nonsense. It's buffering. Anyone else getting buffering on this live stream? Let me know. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Jesse 12 string. The stream looks pretty good for me right now on my other computer here. Bob, yo Bob, what is up? Yeah, hopefully Pooh is the only one getting buffering right now. So yeah, I'm not sure, Fu. Maybe DeSantis cut your internet off or something. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe try refreshing it or something like that. That always not often. It's often a good remedy to sharpen things back up again. Hello, Redlocks, and okay, Fritz is getting no buffering as well. Awesome, cool. Well, let's see. So yeah, only yeah, just refresh. Yeah, Sarah's tip too. Yeah, see what that does, Fu. If you're tired, just chill and listen, and hopefully the buffering will go away. Timothy, no way. We're vegan. We're superhuman, meaning when you're in your 50s, you're gonna have as much energy as you did when you were 18, because that's how normal 50-something people are, right? They're just full of energy. They run around doing all this crazy stuff. Nah. Let's see. Rub a little tussin in it, it'll go away. Like little Robitussin on Fu's internet. And it just could be your mind being lost too. It happens as we hit our 50s too. No, just kidding. I know some anti-vegans will watch us. Look, Ryan just admitted. I saw that. I didn't watch it. I saw in my suggested videos, the YouTube algorithm trying to suggest to me that a video that VD made about me, saying, "Look, Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan admits veganism is not about health." Look, he said it. I didn't even watch it. Yeah, I say that freely. If you're watching right now, VD, this is for you. This is at the 5-minute 23-second mark of this Friday live stream, June 14th. Yeah, I'll just come out and say, yeah, veganism, it's not about health. You know what it is about? Let's look at the definition. Oop, that's our new song. I'll talk about that in a second. Here we go. The definition of veganism. It's all here. It says it right here. It's about animal cruelty and exploitation. That's what veganism is. You find that, maybe we shouldn't be exploiting and harming and treating with cruelty and slaughtering all these billions of animals. Maybe we just should eat plants. That's what veganism is. So I think she inferred from that, because this is what veganism is, a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation, meaning that, since it's not about health, that means it's unhealthy. Well, not necessarily. Yeah, if you eat junk food vegan, totally unhealthy. Just like if you eat junk food non-vegan, totally unhealthy. But there are plenty of ways to eat a healthy balanced, sensible vegan diet like this here. I bet VD didn't show this part here, how it is very possible. It's nutrition. A vegan diet is nutritionally adequate. So there's my response, VD. I'm not going to waste time responding to your stupid videos because, yeah, veganism is not about health, but it doesn't mean it can't be healthy. Again, not my opinion. I'm just some stupid old music producer. This is the opinion. These are the opinions of health organizations, a scientific consensus saying, yeah, as long as you're not doing something stupid, you know, like following some kind of mono diet or avoiding all cooked food, vegan diets are adequate for your nutritional needs. So cool. I'm glad more people have showed up now. Awesome, awesome. Who's come here? Metalhead and let's see. Who else? Travis just showed up, and Heidi and Nikki, and I think I got everyone. If I skipped you, please forgive me. So let's see. Who is VD? We're not even going to talk about VD. VD is a person on YouTube who makes anti-vegan videos, and her name is VD, like venereal disease for all us old timers. Before, I think, what are they called now? They started calling them like STDs, like sexual transmitted diseases. Now there's a new name, STIs or something like that. Anyway, VD. A vegan carnivore diet. Yeah, let us know how that goes, Travis. That'll be fun. Logical S-Rex. Hello. You don't even bother debating non-vegans anymore. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother wasting like an hour or two of my time making a response video to VD's nonsense. Yeah, veganism is not about health. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation, but it doesn't follow it's unhealthy. That's wrong button. Right here. Let's look at this, VD. I know you can read a little bit, sort of. Check this stuff out. This should explain it all. Let's see, Nikki, you're on about 1 hour of sleep, so forgive you if you fall asleep. Well, you know why that is, Heidi. It's because you're vegan, right? Because vegans can't sleep, apparently. Yeah, Redlock. So VD thought Ryan made something that she could use as a gotcha moment. No, I say it freely all the time. I say this all the time. Just read my lips, VD. Veganism is not about health, but doesn't follow it's unhealthy. Just because we're following a diet that's in accordance, and hopefully you can Google what accordance means, that's in alignment with our ethical stance against animal cruelty and exploitation, doesn't mean it's unhealthy. You can eat an unhealthy vegan diet. You can eat a healthy vegan diet. Choice is yours. So anyway, Bob, I saw you leaving some comments last few days on one of my vids saying that vegan diets, or maybe it was last week's video. Actually, it was about that raw vegan person. I forgot her name. The one that said vegan is like some kind of trap or something. Anyway, you said, because she was saying how vegan women lose their periods, vegan people are all skinny and underweight. And Bob, you asserted without any proof or evidence or even really an experience that it's really hard to get sufficient calories as a vegan. Can you enlighten me on this major breakthrough discovery you've made here, Bob? Can you tell us how you know this? You state with such confidence in my comments that it's really hard or really difficult. I can go find your comment, so I'm not taking you out of context. I didn't think to do that ahead of time tonight. But anyway, yeah, you want to clarify what you meant, Bob? How it's really hard or difficult or something like that to get enough calories as a vegan. I find this ironic because the little stint you tried at a vegan diet, Bob, we all remember you said you were intentionally under-eating. You were trying to get some ridiculously low body mass index. Intentionally. Yet you say for all vegans who aren't doing your silly, like, trying to lose a bunch of weight thing as a vegan on a vegan diet, you're saying for the rest of us who are eating sufficient calories that it's really hard for us to eat sufficient calories. So Bob, please explain to me what you know here, because you obviously are speaking some nonsense, or you're just trying to trigger us. Let's see, Milo. Aloha to you, Milo. Could I spell out a DM text message address that's not Instagram, please? Can you just go to our website, happyhealthyvegan.org? I can paste the URL. We have a contact page there. You can send me an email directly through our website. So let me know if that works for you, Milo. I can paste the happyhealthyvegan.org if you want. So Bob, what was your point here about how it's really hard for vegans to get sufficient calories? Let me see if you start backpedaling. Your point was that some people will struggle to get enough calories. Well, okay, like that could be true on a non-vegan diet. Yeah, some people. Yeah, you're right. Some. You know what some means in the world of logic and formal logic? Some means at least one. If a statement that contains the operator or I forgot what it's called now. It's been a couple decades. The quantifier, some, as long as there's one thing that makes that true. You don't need to have 10 or a million or 100. You just need one thing that is true. Then it's true. Some doesn't really mean anything. So yeah, I'm sure some people as vegans might have trouble to get calories, but there could be a million reasons for that. Maybe they have eating disorders. Maybe they are eating too much raw food. But like I said, that I'm sure there are some, to use your operator there, some non-vegans that struggle to get calories too for a variety of reasons. So your sentence, your proposition that some vegans might struggle to get enough calories, yeah, it's true, but it's a meaningless proposition because it's so easy to prove that. All you need is one person for that to be true, and the same could be said for animal food eaters. So what's your point again, Bob? Oh, thanks, Jennifer Marie. Thank you so much for your super chat tip there. I appreciate it, man. That's so generous of you. Our first and hopefully not last super chat tip of the evening. Thanks for your generosity, Jen Marie. Much appreciated. So Bob is saying everyone can't go vegan. Like, how do you know that everyone can't go vegan? How do you know this? What can you name? So you seem to like you're purporting or representing that you know something specific. So please tell me the name of some disease or condition that we can verify that exists that prevents someone from eating plants. So let us know, Bob, what you're talking about here, how everyone can't go. Like, why can't, are you saying there's other reasons? Maybe they don't have enough money or something, like they live in the middle of the Arctic and they're like in a tribe or something like that. What do you, like, why can't someone go vegan? What is your proof that everyone can't go vegan? Because I have this right here that says all people. Bob, so who should I listen to? Bob just speaking in vague generalities without any specific evidence, or maybe people with PhDs and degrees in health, nutrition, medicine who review the peer-reviewed literature, some of whom publish their own and have come up with these position statements for their organizations rather than individual people that are degreeless, such as myself and Bob, as far as having relevant degrees. So Bob, what is your evidence that not everyone can go vegan? Just kind of curious. You seem like you know something, so show me the money. Lay your cards on the table. Yo, uncle. Let's see. What's that? Eating isn't a theory. Some people will struggle to eat enough. Yeah, some people who are not vegan will struggle to eat enough for a variety of reasons. Medical reasons, eating disordered reasons. Again, this has nothing to do with being vegan. So what you're saying here, Bob, some people have issues, medical or psychological, that prevent them from consuming enough calories. I agree with you 100,000%, Bob. What the effing hell does that have to do with vegan diets? How are vegan diets more special than non-meat eater than meat-eating diets? Because meat-eater people still have trouble psychologically and medically and physically consuming enough calories. Why is veganism the problem? So you're still not making your point. I've seen too many why I'm no longer vegan videos deny reality. Yeah, I responded to a whole bunch of them, Bob. And pretty much the common denominator I find amongst a lot of them is that they were doing something really stupid, meaning they weren't doing this. They were doing ridiculous things like not eating cooked food for years, or all sorts of like things that are not recommended, like drinking urine, drinking turpentine, under eating, intentionally looking super cut and thin so they can take great Instagram shots and stuff like that. No, just eat a sensible vegan diet. And it says here, it's adequate for all people, babies, children, teenagers, young adults, old people, athletes. So just because some people are doing veganism in a way that they they're freelancing. They think they know better than eating a balanced, sensible diet. They say, oh no, this is bullshit. I need to fast. I need to drink urine. I need to not eat cooked food for years. That's not my fault, and that's not veganism's fault. That's these people's fault for freelancing, trying to invent their own bizarre way of eating plants. I'm sure there's many ways of eating dead animals that are like not good, like under eating or just eating one thing or something like that. So Bob, please don't blame veganism on this. So anyway, Bob, I see you really have nothing to tell me. All you're seeing is this. I've seen these no longer vegan video people, and despite them doing stuff that Ryan has shown to usually be something like just, you know, absurd, or they quit for the stupidest of reasons, like, oh, I want to get into regenerative agriculture now because my guru said that is better, it's going to save the planet, so I'm going to stop eating plants only, and I'm gonna start eating dead animals because of regenerative agriculture. I mean, how is that? That's a no longer vegan video, and didn't mean veganism wasn't working for them. I'm thinking of the owner of Sage Restaurants, who I responded to. Doesn't mean veganism failed. It means they followed some bullshit misinformation. It has nothing to do with veganism failing. So yeah, a lot of there's people that make no longer vegan videos who've had nothing really go wrong with them. They just want to get a different audience. Her restaurants were doing poorly after COVID, like many were, vegan and non-vegan. Wanted to appeal to a new audience, a broader audience. Can't say I blame her if that's her livelihood. She's going to go broke or something without staying alive. I'm not condoning what she's doing, but I'm just saying I understand the economic and psychological motivations for that. So, but doesn't mean veganism failed. And a lot of these people too, why I'm no longer vegan, they just want to get a bigger audience. Why would you want to appeal to only like at most like 2 or 3% of the world out there that relate to veganism, that are vegan, that identify as vegan? That's a small niche. Like if you're not vegan, there's 97% of people out there who might be way more interested in your content. So that could be another motivation, another reason why, oh, veganism killed me. If I say that, people are going to love me. Yeah, I hate you vegans. Yeah, veganism sucks and is unhealthy. Well, that might be your statement, but again, that's not what the health organizations are saying, and that's not what other people have been doing vegan long term, as I and many others here in the live stream have been do it in a healthy, sensible way, a la this kind of stuff, and are doing fine. So anyway, let's move on. Yeah. Hey, Nothingness, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Let's see who gets let's see. Okay, Ryan, not me, but Ryan. Apano got one. Flatlander, Jana, and Travis. Awesome. All good members here. Awesome. Good members meaning people I see all the time. People have been watching a long time. Long-term viewers. So cool. So Milo, you had a happy, healthy vegan stream of consciousness video watching day. Mike the vegan was on and Vegan linked and said that you kicked off his career. He said you went to the Fruit Fest and needed rice. Yeah, that's an old story from Woodstock Fruit Fest. It was like it's a 7-day festival, and by day 5 I was just pissed off because they didn't have fresh, ripe fruit. It was a starvation festival rather than a fruit festival. Like there's this big stack of bananas and mangoes, but they were still not going to be ripe till like day 7, the day we're all leaving anyway. So I said, F this. I want to run this like half marathon thing the next day. I've been like underfed. As Bob's saying, it's hard to get food as a vegan. Yeah, there we go. I was at a food festival, a vegan raw food festival, and I was forced to undereat because they couldn't have enough. It was a salad eating festival more than anything. They had tons of salad, but I can't really get 3,000 calories a day of salad. I remember the blueberries. They had blueberries, and they like doled them out. Like, here are your 2 blueberries, Ryan. Here are your 2 blueberries, Angie, for the day. Like, what? Like, so I was really hungry. So yeah, we brought some rice along, and there was we had a little tiny mini cooker in our hotel room. We stayed away. We didn't stay on the grounds there. It's like a mile away or something like that. Anyway, cooked rice because I was starving, hungry as AF. So yeah, Bob, that just shows you more proof how it's not veganism's fault that people have trouble getting calories. It's by intentionally choosing to exclude cooked food from your life and all the consequences that come from that. One of which is needing to have fresh, ripe fruit ready. If you're a fruitarian, 3 meals a day, every day, 7 days a week, which is like hard. The management, the fruit ripening management involved to make that happen is crazy. It's super time consuming. So yeah, more reason why I saw that, yeah, a raw diet is really not the way to go, you know? So anyway, but if it works for others, totally cool. I'm not knocking it. I just don't have the what's the word I'm looking for? I just don't want to be underfed because there's not enough fresh fruit. That's what some raw gurus say. Hey, if you can't find any fresh raw fruit and what are your options? Just skip a meal or two, undereat. Like, nope, not an option for me. But as Jen Marie says, it's so easy to get enough calories as a vegan. I went home, we brought some a little jar, a tiny jar, a bag of brown rice, just in case. Like, Angie was wise to know that we should have some kind of backup plan in case something went wrong, because we're control freaks of sorts. Me and her don't really like to have other people be in control of our fate, meaning if they're providing all the food, things could go wrong. We just have a trust issue, I guess, you know? And I'd never met them before, the people that run it, so I didn't, you know, trust is earned. It's just not granted freely. So we brought some food with us, some rice, and by day 5, I said, F this ass. Let's go home. We brought some avocados from the festival back home with us and some salad, lettuce and stuff and other veggies, and made this really nice, like, kind of fiesta bowl as in our cookbooks, you know? So, yeah, I felt much better. So it wasn't like I ate only cooked food, but I combined some of the raw stuff and got like a nice, maybe like 700 calories from the rice that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Yeah, Sarah, undereat, never. And that's Bob's problem. He was intentionally willing, he wanted to undereat, and then he's complaining about how vegans have a lot of trouble eating enough. It's funny how that's his experience. His experience as a vegan on a vegan diet was undereating constantly, chronically, and then vegans are undereating all the time. I wonder where he got that wacky, zany idea, Bob. I don't know. Anyway, Bill. Hey, Bill. Yeah, I think, Nick Ocado was at that fruit festival too, Milo. Speaking of that, speaking about my experience from the 2013 Woodstock. Yeah, Bill, think about how sick it is that Nick Ocado got filthy. Did he get filthy rich? Did he? I know he got really popular as a YouTuber. I guess he got filthy rich. Who knows? While trying to eat himself sick. And it's funny, Bill, I remember he made his no longer vegan video, Bill, and he said the reason why he's quitting veganism because he didn't think it was healthy enough, especially for his brain, but just holistically, his body and stuff. He didn't think a vegan diet had proper nutrition. So he started eating a bunch of junk food and ate himself sick. You know, and see, Bob, this is why these no longer vegan people, you know, their excuses don't really make any sense. Anyway, the spectacle is the attraction. Most people don't care about facts or the truth, and you got that damn right, Bill, 100%. So anyway, yeah, Vegan Metalhead says, quote, I love being vegan. And I agree with Ryan. Besides, I can't skip meals as a diabetic. For some of us, it's not an option. Despite what the raw gurus say, hey, just skip a meal. If you don't have the right fruit ready to go, instead of steaming some broccoli and destroying your perfect purity rawness, just skip a meal or two. Like, some of us don't have that option, and some of us don't even want that to be an option. No, I want to eat. I mean, I live in the civilized world. There's food all around me. Why am I intentionally excluding steaming broccoli? Like, are there any studies out there that show if you steam your broccoli, you're going to die or something? You're going to lose a year off your life because broccoli causes diseases or something like that? These reasons that their gurus put out for avoiding cooked food are dangerous and not based in evidence. Nothingness. There's no God but Ryan and Bill his messenger. Anyway, hey, Priscilla Walker. Hey, everyone. I got told the other day by someone that veganism is a religion because vegans worship animals. Really? Can ask this person. They're very imaginative, Priscilla. Can you have them describe what this ritual of animal worship entails? Like, what does the worship look like? Is there a ceremony, or what do we need to do to worship animals? And it's also a cult. Which is it? Is it a freaking religion or a cult? This person is just throwing poop. It's a religion. It's a cult. Because some PETA people are violent and intense. Well, some non-vegans are really violent and intense. I invite this person to come look at my comments and see how many personal attacks I receive, occasional threat to my bodily harm. You know, I mean, these are from non-vegans. So yeah, there's some asshole vegans and there's plenty of asshole non-vegans. So I don't know what their point is, but what is it? Is it a cult? Or is it a religion? But I want to know, how do you worship animals? What are we supposed to be doing? I mean, apparently a lot of us here in the live stream didn't get the memo. Like, what do I need to do? Go up to my cat and, oh, sacred Bodhi, I worship the sacred, beautiful animal of perfection. I mean, what am I supposed to be doing, you know? Yeah, good point, Uncle. I guess the animals in this religion, at least in ours, aren't sacrificed. Let's see. What's that, Milo? On plant-based news, there was a gut health doctor. Yeah, named Dr. Angie. Yeah, she's down the road from us here in Orange County. Yeah, that's where I went to meet with my vegan cardiologist. Mike the Vegan mentioned that same anti-dairy doctor, pro-oat milk. The same anti-vegan... Mike the Vegan mentioned the same anti-dairy doctor. Which anti-dairy doctor? Huh. Anyway, yeah, tell me more. Yeah, Dr. Angie's great. Yeah, I've met her a couple times. She's really sweet, really she seems just like a really cool person. I remember the first time I met her at a Veg Fest. She was coming off the stage. She presented on a panel, and I was getting ready to go up to speak on my panel. And I just thought she was like the cutest thing. She had the cutest little outfit. Just has this nice charisma. And then I've seen her eating at Gracias Madre in Newport, which is closed, by the way, if anyone wants to go eat the Taco Tuesdays we've been enjoying. It's shut down a month ago, much to our dismay. Hey, Metalhead, thanks for the super chat tip there. If I ever come to Columbus, Ohio, it's all natural temple store in the basement of Ching Ter Metar Temple, a Buddhist temple. Yeah, that's not awesome. That's, yeah, Buddhism. If someone put a gun in my head, what's your religion, Ryan? Oh, it's Buddhism. That's what I've been following. You know, I don't like to identify as, you know, Buddhist typically, but that's the religion that's just most natural for me because that's what I've kind of been following, and you know, that's what I read the most of over the decades. But yeah, isn't it cool that there's a component of Buddhism that's vegan? They call it vegetarian because, you know, they've been eating this way for hundreds of years, way before, you know, the term vegan got invented. But anyway, that just shows you how cool veganism is. There's this subset of vegan of temple food, which is completely, you know, vegan for the most part. Anyway, yeah, shut down for good, Sarah, but the Gracias Madre in West Hollywood is still open. I get emails from them all the time, but I'm not surprised. The last, many times, like say the past 7, 8, 12 months, maybe I've gone to the Gracias Madre in Newport. It just wasn't quite the same. The crowds were thinner. They kept tweaking their menus and making it worse. I thought what they were serving at one point was really good. Then they took stuff away and you're still paying the same. And it just kind of lost its magic. I don't know if they were cutting back because they weren't getting as many customers, or the customers weren't coming because they were cutting back on the menu and making it less of a deal or a value. I'm not sure, but I wasn't too surprised. But yeah, San Francisco's, I think the San Francisco one's been closed for years. So as far as I know, the only Gracias Madre left open is the one in West Hollywood. I haven't been there in maybe 6 years because as soon as they made the Gracias Madre here in Newport Beach, it's like, I'll just drive there rather than deal with the hell of West Hollywood. Getting from here to West Hollywood, that's that's horrible. But getting to Newport Beach from here, easy. Beautiful drive down the coast. You can see surfers. You know, it's way better than dealing with these horrible, ugly freeways to get to West Hollywood. Let's see, Uncle, you still have a 70s Osterizer? We're talking like a blender? I think that's the brand of what I use right now. But yeah, logical S-direct. Yeah, veganism isn't a religion. It's absurd. I mean, But I want to see who was it that told me, was it Nikki or who said that we that your this person was arguing that veganism is a religion? Please, I want to know what religious, how is it how do we worship animals? I want to know in her or his mind, their fantasy of what is this thing that all vegans are kind of required to do, this animal worship thing. I just want to know how we worship animals, because apparently I didn't get the memo, guys, so I must be a shit vegan. I needed to be worshiping animals these past 13 and a half years. Okay, Dr. Angie is the anti-dairy doctor. Yeah, pretty much any vegan doctor, is pretty much, is anti-dairy. I didn't know that was particularly Dr. Angie you're talking about. They're awesome. Religion gets people killed. It can. I really saddens me the most about is how some people, I think improperly use the religion as a justification to do horrible things, to hate on like gay people, to hate on people of different races or from different countries, just an excuse for bigotry. And I've seen people use the religion to hate on me as a vegan, so, and you as a vegan too. So yeah, religion can be a nice thing, but I think it's dangerous when people improperly used it to justify hatred and bigotry. And again, I'm not saying every religious person does that. I'm Buddhist. I don't do that, but I'm sure there's some bigot Buddhists. And Christians, don't all do that. There's some that are complete bigots. I'm sure people of other religions do that too. And I'm sure there's other people of other religions who don't do that. I'm just saying there's a subset of religious people who use their religion as a justification to hate people, to be bigots. And not all religious people do that, but the ones that do that, think about why you're doing that for. Why do you need to hate people? And the same thing goes for veganism. I'm not going to mention any vegan YouTubers or anything like that, but I know there's vegan YouTubers out there who I've blocked who use veganism as a justification to hate people, to hate groups of people, to hate individual people, to attack people. They use their veganism kind of like a religion. They use that as their justification to say horrible things about people and attack people who they think are not, like, it's either with us or against us kind of thing. You're not with us, so I hate you kind of thing. So it's that psychology. It's not exclusive to religion. I just don't agree with it. I think it's wrong, and it makes our world a worse place. No, Bob, we are supposed to hate destructive and immoral behavior. Well, what are you talking about, Bob? How come you're getting triggered? I wasn't talking about you, Bob, but apparently you got triggered by what I said. So, yeah, we are supposed to hate destructive and immoral behavior. Yeah, I agree, Bob. When I see people who intentionally don't understand what I'm talking about here, who find it that it's their right to exploit and have animals killed for them needlessly, to have animals live these horrible lives, filthy, disgusting conditions, to be exploited their entire time, bred into existence for all this, and to be just routinely slaughtered like nothing at the end of their lives. Yeah, that's immoral because you could just eat plants. So yeah, I'm not too happy when I see that. That said though, Bob, I don't hate people who aren't vegan. Just let me make that clear. I can hate what they're doing, that they're being completely selfish and not understanding or being honest with themselves, that they could just eat plants and be healthy and not have to kill animals. But it doesn't mean I hate them because they continue to support animal cruelty and exploitation. So you can like hate the game, not the player, sort of analogy sort of thing. Where do I get my morals from, Bob? Where do you get yours from? It's my live stream. Where do you get your morals from? We've talked about this before. I know what you're going to say. You say you get yours from God and the Bible. So I don't get mine from there, Bob. So does that mean if you're not following the religion, and Bob won the lotto apparently. He found the right religion, the only one that gives you morals. So the vast majority of people on this planet who don't follow Bob's religion, are you saying we are immoral people? We can't have morality because we didn't win the religion lotto, the only one that grants morality to people on this planet. Is that what you're saying, Bob? So you're saying I'm an inherently immoral person, Bob. I am incapable of being moral because I don't follow your particular religion. Therefore, you're saying pretty much I'm like a piece of shit person. See how you're using religion as a justification for some kind of effed up beliefs? I'm a lost person according to Bob because I don't happen to follow his particular religion. Well, I'm going to say the same about you, Bob. I'm going to go out and say, hey, you don't follow my religion, therefore you're a lost piece of crap person. The same way you're thinking me, right? You're just some guy without morals. You don't have my religious morals and ethics, so you're just a lost person. Anyway, they're going to put Bob in timeout. Yeah, we don't tolerate this crap. Yeah, we don't tolerate bigotry. I just said I don't tolerate bigotry. People who use the religion as a justification to do all sorts of things. Like in this case, to put others down below them. Like we're the chosen people, of God or whatever, and everyone else who doesn't believe that, they're lesser lost people. That's it. You just used a religion as a form of bigotry to make me and the majority of people alive on planet Earth who are not following his religion were lower people. He used his religion to diminish us. We're second-rate, second-class people. That is bigotry. That is hate, and we don't tolerate that. So think about this, Bob. You want to come back and participate in our community here where we don't hate people merely because they come from a different belief system, a different walk of life, a different culture than the little one that you're so familiar with and you think is the be-all, end-all. Anyway, Sarah. I'm going to read Sarah's quote here verbatim, Bob, if you're still watching. Sarah, I've never cracked a Bible in my life, and I have strong morals. Does that count? And Uncle says, be tolerant, Bob. Yeah, we don't tolerate that crap. Bill, well, he's in timeout. He's in the naughty corner for 10 minutes. If he wants to come back and try to behave, he can, Bill. And if he doesn't, I will time him out for 24 hours, so he can't even be part of this live stream tonight. So this is it. Bob is in naughty corner. Sarah, yeah, apparently, according to Bob's hateful worldview, you and me being lesser people, he's up here, we're down here, and we're also condemned to a life of eternal hellfire. Yeah, Samuel, people totally hating on you without knowing you. Total madness. So Logica S-Direct says, so here's the theological consensus. You don't have the theological morals. You do have morals. The idea is that theological morals would be superior theoretically. Great. I have a different religion. I don't see how a theocratic moral system is inherently, without someone's have to do some wild argument how a theistic moral based system is better than a Buddhist based moral system or a Egyptology god based moral system or something, or a Confucian moral system or whatever. It's not just because something has a religious component doesn't elevate it above all other religions, because there's not just one religion. I agree with you, Bob. I'm agreeing about your assessment of Bob there. I'm not going to repeat it, but it's not too far off. Let's see. Mike the vegan said today that the only vegans that are overweight eat oils. It causes heart disease. I gotta watch the video. I can't imagine saying that there are no vegans who are overweight that are that eat no oil. I mean, it's an overconsumption of calories. Nothing magical about oils as far as their badness or something like that. I mean, say my body needs about 3,000 calories a day, and if I'm consuming 3,300 or 3,500 calories a day, without any oils, I would be overweight eventually. So yeah, it's not like you need to be eating oil or consuming oil to be an overweight vegan. It's just an overconsumption of calories. As far as the heart disease part goes, I don't know. I met with a vegan cardiologist, and not only is she a cardiologist, she's actually a nerd, a geek. She is so in. She has published research. She follows the published research. She knows what she's talking about, and assured me that if I wanted to consume oils, it would not risk my heart disease risk. What I need to watch out for is LDL cholesterol levels, and the oils don't elevate them unless we're talking about coconut oil, an oil with high saturated fats. So if I were to eat something like olive oil, wouldn't really have any effect or much effect on my LDL cholesterol. I just need to know the causal mechanism. What's going to give me heart disease? It's elevated LDL, ApoB type lipids. So given that olive oil doesn't raise those, what is the mechanism to cause the heart disease? That's what her and I were discussing. Anyway, let's see, Bill. I remember, you said you're overweight. You said, Bill, I might be the biggest vegan, and I did not eat oils for a while. See, exactly. It's not. You can be an overweight vegan and not consume any oils, and the vice versa of that. James, how many bananas do I eat every day? Well, it's a loaded question. It assumes I eat bananas every day, which I don't, but I eat bananas more days than not. Some days I'll make some oatmeal. Oat's really good. It has a LDL cholesterol lowering effect, so I like to have oats. Sometimes Angie will make us like a tofu scramble, but I'd say about 4 or 5 days out of the week I have banana smoothies as my first meal. Raw. I start my day raw, and it depends on the size of the bananas and what I did prior to the smoothie. Did I go to the gym and burn like 15 to 1800 calories? And I'm having like 7 bananas. If I'm just lifting weights out of my garage, like 250 calories expenditure, I'll just have maybe 4 or 5 bananas, something like that. Wow, Bill, you're at 403 pounds at your largest. Wow. What are you at now, if you don't mind sharing with us? What does Milo say? Yeah, morals come from within. You don't have to follow any particular religion to be a moral person. Love is a choice. Mike said overconsumption of oil causes overweight and heart disease. Oh, yeah, overconsumption of oil definitely, oil being more calorically dense than non-oil foods like plants. Yeah, I guess it's easier to more efficiently put in calories. But I'm not sure the heart disease part exactly. I need to ask him what he believes to be the causal component. How would what about the oil would raise your LDL cholesterol? Like I said, coconut oil, yes, I totally understand. Bad, avoid that like the plague. Logical. Can we stop misusing the term bigot? I don't know if you think I'm misusing it, but to me, I guess we could look up. Maybe I'm misusing it. For me, bigot is exactly what Bob is doing. Actively diminishing or putting down other people or disliking or hating other people based upon some stereotypical belief. I've seen people be bigoted towards vegans. I respond to this all the time. People are just hateful towards vegans, not because of anything I did personally, but just because they believe as a class of people we're bad people and vegans are all bad. Same thing. If you could be a bigot towards vegans, you'd be a bigot towards people from California. I've seen bigotry about that. It's a kind of hate where you generalize and stereotype. Is that not what bigotry is? But anyway, let's not worry about semantics. Who cares what I'm calling it? We could call it Z-Box 7. Who gives a crap what the actual reference term is? It's just that I'm talking about the concept of people doing what I just described there. I'm not into that. I'm actually quite against it. Heidi, who is Bob hating? Well, he just said, unless you happen to be a believer of the religion he happens to, it's so amazing, he got so lucky, he picked the right religion. Unless you're a believer of his religion, like me and the vast majority of people on this planet, we're unable to be moral people. He said we're like lost people or something like that. So yeah, we're like, Bob's up here, and the rest of us who don't follow Bob's particular exact religion, his way, we're down here, we're lesser. He's up here, he's better, we're lower. You know, you see what I'm saying? Anytime you're putting a group of humans up above others, just generally, you know, just stereotyping like that, to me, that's effed up bigotry. Call it what you want. I said you can call it Z-Box 7, whatever you want to refer to it as, is, for me, is unacceptable. Heidi, no, I can go back and get his words here. He said we're lost people. You know, he just said, there's no way for me to have the moral life, the moralness, the morality that Bob has. I'm inherently forever removed from moral behavior. He said, we are lost people. I mean, I'll scroll back up. I should have put it on the poop wall. That's why I have the poop wall. So we can all literally be on the same page and not get mixed up with misinterpretation or misunderstanding. So anyway, I don't even want to glorify Bob with a poop wall right now. I'm happy with him in timeout. Let's talk about something else. Let's not talk about, was he exhibiting clear bigoted behavior or not? That's not what this live stream is about. It's about veganism. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see. Logical says he never said that. Should I scroll back up? Did someone remember he said I'm a lost person? Are you gaslighting me here? Am I wrong, Sarah? Do you guys remember seeing that? You're watching this, Sarah. Do you remember what Bob said? Any of you want to scroll up and paste it back here? I thought he said something about I'm a lost soul or lost person or something like that. And to say that to someone is condescending, right? How can you say that in a positive way? Hey, you're a lost person. You're lost. It's a condescending thing, meaning I am not lost. I am better than you because I have this moral belief system that I believe in, and you can't believe in it because you're a lost Buddhist or something like that. Okay, so let me see what you guys say. Mutha Lion saw it. Jen Marie say it. Priscilla saw it. Yeah, lost people. So please don't gaslight reality. An objective thing happened. He said something about me and the vast majority of people on this planet being on a rung beneath him. We're lost, incapable of morality because of not just we don't happen to believe his exact worldview. But Metalhead's great not seeing Bob's comments because that's the way to actually do it. Yeah, Robert, Bob is giving Bobs around the world a bad name, huh? Yeah, I'm with Sarah. If people are fulfilled with religion, whatever it is, if you're a Christian, you're a Buddhist, a Taoist, a Confucian, a Hindu, the Zoroastrian, whatever, Egyptian gods, Norse god, whatever your thing is, Greek religion, Greek gods, Greek Orthodox, whatever your thing is, totally awesome. I have no problem with anyone not being the same, having the same belief system as myself. The thing is that's different for me and people like Bob is I don't use that they have a different belief system from mine to be condescending about them. I don't think just because someone has a different worldview than mine, different religion than me, that they are lost people. Do you see how dickish that is, how condescending that is, to think, oh, I'm morally superior because I have my religion and all these other religions, they're beneath. They're lost people. Oh, Bob's back. It's been 10 minutes. Just as vegans believe people who eat meat are lost. All right, so now you're speaking for all vegans. And Bill said that, Bob, I have never heard a vegan tell any meat eater that they are, quote, lost. Yeah, I've never said that. I've made, I think, 1,500 plus videos here on YouTube since 2013. I've said a lot of stuff at that time, and I don't think you can find one video amongst my 1,500+ videos where I described a non-vegan as being lost. Again, Bob is speaking in vague generalities. He's asserting things. Yeah, maybe you'll find a vegan or two out there who have described meat eaters as lost, but just because you can find a few weird outliers doesn't mean that they represent the totality or even a majority of how vegans describe meat eaters as. So nice try, Bob. Here, just trying to gaslight us more. Yeah, Sarah says, yeah, they're just misinformed, or they just have no desire to they just have they don't give a shit about animals. At least so they say, A lot of people say, I just don't care about animals, so I'm gonna just keep eating animals because I don't care, Animal has to be killed for me for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Totally cool. Love it. It's totally awesome because I'm at the top of the food chain. I don't know if that's misinformed as Sarah describes it. I know I agree with her. A lot of people are misinformed. Some people either don't care or put on a pretending of not caring so they can act like they don't need to be vegan. Yeah, Sarah, I agree with Sarah. Veganism is not about telling others what to do. I know Bob in his particular religion, it's part of that religion, right, Bob? To go out and tell people, hey, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, as my book says here, you're going to hell because of my holy scriptures and people and entities from up above say you got to do this, and you go out and tell them that. That's not what veganism is. Veganism is a personal thing. It's a personal stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Nowhere in here does it say you must go out and witness or convert others to veganism. It's a personal thing. As Sarah says, I can't change anyone's behavior. I agree, Sarah. I can't change anyone's behavior. I can't make any family members or friends go vegan. I haven't. I'm only control of myself. Exactly. Sarah nailed it on the head. Sarah, that was so perfect. I thank you for sharing that because we only have control of ourselves. I only have control of what I put into my body. I don't have control of what my neighbor puts into his or her body or what Bob puts into his body. Maybe you're her, Bob. I don't know. I have no control of what my mom puts in her body. All I do when I take her to a restaurant, I insist we go to a vegan restaurant, or at least order only vegan options. But the point is, I only have control of what I put in myself, and nowhere in veganism to say I need to go and convert people to veganism. If you want to try to do that, go ahead and do that. We have the right in this country, at least, Bob. I know you're working against this with your fascism thing, but anyway, we still at least have the right to go out and tell people about veganism. That's what I'm doing here on YouTube, but I'm not saying you have to go vegan or else I'm going to do something to you. I'm going to say that you're a lost soul or a lost person or not misinformed, but yeah, I'll say, yeah, you're misinformed too, but I'm saying there's no impetus, there's no nothing that forces us to tell people they have to go vegan. I just can spread information about veganism, and people can watch and listen and decide for themselves if what I'm saying makes sense or if it's a bunch of crap. Heidi, yeah, we encourage others to go vegan. Yeah, absolutely, Heidi. I agree 100%. We encourage others, but I can't force someone. Yeah, like, why do I even talk about veganism, right? Because I would like others to go veganism. Therefore, yes, I am encouraging others to go veganism, but I can't force someone to go vegan. I can tell them my experience, my knowledge, the facts that I'm aware of, but it's like they say, you can lead a horse to water, you can't force it to drink kind of thing, yeah. Yeah, Bob, as she says to Bob, Sarah, I lead by example. Me too. People can see what I'm doing, how it's working out for me, and help people to learn if they are interested. Exactly. Yeah, Carl Baum says, we don't have control over other people, but we can influence them, or at least try to influence them, right? I don't understand what Ryan is trying to say. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say, Carl. I can't force anyone to go vegan, but I can try to encourage them. I can provide them with information, evidence-based information, not me just making a bunch of crap up. Do you understand, Carl? if you're not sure what I'm saying. That, I mean, I think it's pretty clear. I'm just saying my goal isn't to force people to become vegan, as Bob seems to be saying. And if they don't listen to me, I put them down as lesser people. I'm up here, like Bob was with morality. I'm up here, and then mediators and everyone else down here because they're lesser people. They're lost people or whatever. I'm surprised you can't see it's the same thing. Oh, no, it's not the same thing because I'm not a bigot about it. You just said I'm incapable of moral behavior because I don't follow your unique worldview. That is bigotry right there. I'm a lesser person than you. I've never said if you're a non-vegan, you suck. You're lower than me. You know, I don't think of it like that. I just think they're regular people like me. I was not born vegan. I was not a vegan for 40 odd years of my life. I'm giving people information amongst with many other sources of information to help them understand why animal agriculture is wrong on so many levels. So that's the difference. I'm not a bigot when it comes to my beliefs. What part about that do you fail to grasp? Okay, so Logical, who's been like supporting Bob here, he said no. He said you don't have morals, which isn't true, but he meant you don't have theological morals, which are in his view superior. What are theological morals? Educate me here, guys. I'm just some dumb vegan music producer here. Bob, I want Bob to speak for himself here. What is this? What are these theological morals that Bob is in touch with that I cannot grasp? I am somehow completely separated off from grasping these theological morals that Bob can grasp, but I am forever cut off. So what are these theological things, Bob? Tell me. Oh, you have kids coming in from Gainesville? Awesome. Awesome, Fu Man Poo. Yeah, blow this chicken coop, you know. Go say hi to your kids, man. That's what life's all about. Oh, yeah, Father's Day. Oh, yeah, I forgot it's Father's Day this weekend. Happy Father's Day, Fu Man Poo. Jesse, you look forward to all your friends will be there. Awesome. Let's see. Vegan Metalhead, you're going to make some new content soon, planning a What I Ate in a Week Asian food edition? If I understand that right, awesome. Let's see. Giovanni says, hey, Ryan, I got a new job at a vegan restaurant to be a restaurant operator. I'm basically going to be helping make new vegan menu items. Awesome. Cool. Like, what kind of food? Like, is it just general vegan food? Like, you know, that's awesome. I mean, yeah, I think that's one of the most important parts of a vegan restaurant is having a good menu, right? So that's awesome. Like, what are you going to do? Okay, Bob says, oh, I'm not misinformed. That's what you said earlier. I was a lost person. I'm not cut off. So now I'm just misinformed. No, I'm not misinformed, Bob. I've grown up in the United States. I've been to many churches. I've spoke with many persons of theologicals, priests, preachers, people with like doctors of divinity, philosophers. I've read the Bible almost probably cover to cover. So I'm not misinformed. I'm very informed about religion. I'm well versed in it. I just don't happen to believe it. I just don't think it's the word that of God is the true word. I just don't buy it. Okay, so I don't think I'm misinformed. I'm using my human mind, my brain, the faculties that your God gave me to use my reason and intuition to determine if I believe this to be true or not. And I, for myself, said no. I don't think it is. So you can't call me misinformed. I'm just using my intellect, and I decided that what you believe, Bob, is not my beliefs. I have my own beliefs. I'm just saying your belief system, I didn't think it was how you think of it as. So I'm not misinformed. I'm not like ignorant. I just came to a different conclusion than you did. But because of that, I'm misinformed? No, it's just I came to a different conclusion. Yeah, Uncle, I'm well educated. I've actually had college courses on religion, philosophy and religion, several college courses on philosophy and religion, in addition to everything I just listed there, So anyway, yeah, Ryan is well educated. Uses critical thinking. Doesn't mean I'm misinformed. I just came to a different conclusion using my critical thinking abilities. So tough shit if you don't like my conclusion. Doesn't mean I'm a lesser person than you. Yeah, Sarah, like you, I studied world religions in college. It was super interesting. Exactly. But it doesn't tie into your belief systems at all. But glad I got to learn about them. So nice try, Bob. No, I'm not misinformed. I'm very informed. I probably read more and higher. Okay, I'm not going to make a statement that could be disputed or questioned or anything like that. But I'm far from uninformed or misinformed. I'm very well informed, and I came to a different conclusion. If you don't like it, tough shit. Logic is dependent on an axiom. If the axiom is wrong, all the logic that follows is, what are you talking about? I didn't say anything about an axiomatic belief or anything like that, or an axiom. I just came to a different conclusion, but now you're gaslighting, throwing poop on the wall. Well, logic, no, I used my critical thinking skills. I used my intuition. That's what God gave us. He gave us left brain, right, Bob? Left brain, analytical, logical, right brain, more thinking, intuition, geometry, spatial, intuition, stuff like that. It gave us these two hemispheres so we can tackle problems with both types of thinking modes. And I came to a different conclusion than you did. If you don't like it, Bob, tough shit. It doesn't mean I'm less moral than you are. So just let it go, Bob. Don't try to say I'm somehow a lesser person than you are, and Sarah and others here are lesser than Bob, how we're misinformed, when we're actually quite well informed and read a lot about religion, even had courses on it, and came to a different conclusion you have. So don't be so butthurt. Don't be so easily snowflakey triggered that we don't have the same belief system that you have. I don't see why you're so triggered that we don't believe how you do. Anyway, I didn't say it was all. I said intuition equals feelings. I said we have both hemispheres, Bob. Are you that daft? We have the left hemisphere, which is not feelings. It's analytical, critical thinking, mathematical. Another side has more spatial type thinking, intuitive thinking, like geometry is on the right hemisphere, algebra on the left hemisphere. Anyway. Okay, Logic, you're telling Sarah and me if you don't want to be with him, he doesn't force you. Well, the thing is, people like me and Sarah don't believe there is a him to be with. It's not we don't want to be with him. We just don't believe there's a him to be with. We have different beliefs. So it's not like we're choosing. Oh, there's this God here, and yeah, I mean, I'm a Buddhist. I don't believe in your religions. I don't see why you theists are trying to push your. I'm glad you're explaining your thinking, but it's not like how you're describing it there. Okay, we're gonna entertain religions for a hair second more, and then we'll move on to something else because it's not a religious-based live stream. But I'm curious about one thing. Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but let's see. Hey, I want to ask our hardcore Christian folk here. You could be the kind of bigoted type like Bob, or the cool type like the others of you guys. I'm curious. I don't know if I should bring this up in a live forum, but I'm wondering, am I a sinner by your standards, like by the standards of your religion? I'm just kind of wondering. We're all sinners. I'm just kind of wondering I'm not saying I don't sin. I'm just kind of wondering, like what kind of sins would a person like me commit? I'm just kind of curious. So let me know what your thoughts are. Not to say this bothers me, because it doesn't. It's not my religion. I'm just kind of wondering, like what sins do I commit? I just kind of wondered that. Just like a weird thought I had one day. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Zoro, I can't pronounce it anymore. Anyway, yeah, let's just say sin is true, Bill. Yeah, I don't believe in sin either. But I'm just kind of curious. We're all sinners. So yeah. So what kind of sins do I commit if we're all sinners? I'm just kind of curious. According to you guys that believe in this, what kinds of sins do I do? I'm just curious. Just let me know. What's that, Metalhead? You've been hit in the knee with 100-pound bags of rice. Veganism debunked because the rice would have not attacked you. Yeah, you would have kicked the rice to the next county. What's that, Sarah? I don't care if someone thinks I'm a sinner one bit. I don't care either. I'm just kind of curious how people who believe in sin, I'm just kind of wondering, what sins am I like? Idolatry? Okay, so for starters, what idolatry do I do? I'm going to look that word up, because that should have a precise meaning. Let's see. Definition, idolatry. I'm probably misspelling it here. Okay, worship of idols. Okay, so that's a sin. Bob, so tell me, what I worship idols? Can you tell me what I do, how I worship idols? Just let me know. What am I doing when I worship idols? Okay, yes, Bill. I did see the Kobe Bryant statue outside of a Staples/Crypto.com Center Arena a few weeks ago, and I did take a picture in front of the Kobe Bryant statue. So yeah, maybe I did worship the Kobe Bryant idol. Let me see. I'm curious, what idols do I worship? Billy Idol. Maybe it's that. Rebel Yell, huh? Let's see. Yeah, Sarah, I'm with you. I'm like you, Sarah. We're like the same person. I pay eternal homage to the natural world. Exactly. So Bob, what you didn't answer. What are these idols? Can you be specific? What are these idols, and how am I worshiping them? I'm just curious. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time. I just want to know what you think I do. Okay, we're still. I worship animals. Yeah, I do, because we were talking earlier. Was that you, Priscilla, that said, the friend at work, whatever, said that veganism, we worship animals? I go, how do we do this? I want to know. What am I supposed to do to worship an animal? We're waiting, Bob. Please be specific. What idols I worship, and what am I doing? What is the ritual of the worship? Bob, you're throwing poop on the wall. I'm gonna put you in timeout. Rejecting God's word and worshiping of animals. Okay, so first of all, you said I worship idols. Now you're saying I worship animals, and I'm rejecting God's. No, I'm going to put you on. I'm going to time you out, Bob. Answer my question. How am I worshiping idols? Be very specific. You're the one that brought this up. It wasn't me. If you don't do what I'm saying, I'm going to time you out for throwing poop on my walls, which is one of the rules we have here. Don't throw poop on the walls. Let's see. Heidi says, admit it, Ryan. You have a beloved collection of porcelain cows hidden away. God, you. Heidi, it's back behind the couch. How'd you know I did that? Okay. You caught me. Let's see, Robert says, not religious, ever feel prideful during my basketball games, teams, prideful. Like when I see the Lakers play, I'm going, yay, go Lakers, something like that. I guess I'm more proud of my home team than I am of the visiting team that I don't really care too much about. Doesn't mean I hate them. I mean, they're great athletes. I respect all NBA players. They're amazing people, and they get traded around. I can't hate a guy one year, then love him the next year, then hate him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what the question is there. Okay, so Bob is really stretching it here. Idolatry is the worship of anything other than God. Elevating the values of animals above what the Bible says is idolatry. That's neither here nor there. So you haven't established that I worship animals. Just because you're getting all crazy, Bob. All right, here's the definition of idolatry. You're not proving that. And the definition of veganism is a stance against animal cruelty, meaning I don't believe an animal I see in front of me or in a package somewhere should have been killed for me. I'll eat plants instead. How is that worshiping? It's deciding what you want to put into your body and making that decision based upon not having an animal need to die for you. Where does worship enter this whole picture? I mean, that's ridiculous. Just because you don't eat something doesn't mean you worship it, I'm walking past some poop out on the street and I'm not going to eat that. Doesn't mean I worship the poop because I didn't eat it. Just because you don't eat something doesn't mean you worship it. Hey, VLAM, good to see you. What's that, Graven? Bob makes it hard to play by Ryan's rules? Yeah, Hutchie, you don't even need to like animals to be vegan. Logical, says to Bob, why are you dying on this hill, Bob Hill? He didn't say he's worshiping anything. He's Buddhist. And, as far as I understand Buddhism, I don't worship Buddha. Worship is, at least to me, like a Western religion concept. I don't really go and worship, hey, dear Buddha, please bring me a PlayStation for Christmas or whatever, Anyway, yeah, you're right, Bill. He's just totally turned it into a joke again. I'm going to time him out this time. So anyway, let's talk about something else. I don't think anyone's established that I worship idols or that I even have sinned, really. So that's all I wanted to know, is if there's some kind of clear example of my sinning and stuff. And the worst thing that could be said is I don't eat animals, and therefore I somehow must be worshiping the animals because I'm not eating them. Anyway, let's move on to something else. That was fun to play that little game there, but anyway, let's move on. We're going nowhere, and not quickly. We're going nowhere very long term. Anyway, what's that? Logical? Humans and animals aren't equal, and it doesn't matter. Things don't need to be equal to be treated fairly. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely true. Just because one group might have more power than another group of people or animals doesn't mean that we have the God-given right to treat that group that has less power treat them treat them horribly, abuse them and stuff like that, be it if they're people or animals. Yeah, I mean, just for that mere fact that there is a power imbalance is all the more reason to be to treat the other group fairly. Anyway, yeah, I would love to watch Christspiracy. I just don't want to pay for it because I'm kind of broke, sort of. But is it available on streaming, free streaming yet? If so, I totally want to watch it. Is it on Netflix or something? I'll totally watch that tonight if it's out. Vegan metalhead. The best thing about IKEA for me is the food. The vegan hot dogs, like $1.25 or something. That's like amazing, you know. So I love going to IKEA. Man, I miss those hot dogs. Maybe I'll try to go next week. It's been a while. Milo, yeah, I'm gonna just read Milo's words here verbatim because you're so accurate, Milo. To say vegans worship animals is stupid. 100%. Agree with you 100% there. Yeah, IKEA food is good, huh, vegan metalhead? You know. Chris, I don't know. What is a necrophore? Lover of death? Ali, you have Buddhist statues, even though you're not a Buddhist, you just like them. Well, to some people who we won't mention right now, they'd probably get triggered and assert that you worship these Buddhist statues because you must, right? Why else would you have them? Natasha, yeah, Buddhists have statues. Yeah, I mean, people throughout all of human history, like for thousands and thousands of years, have made statues. Some conservative religious people consider it idolatry. Well, that's their bigoted opinion. Just because you have a statue from a culture or belief system that's not your preferred one doesn't mean that you're idol worshiping. Anyway, what's that logical S? Yeah, the idea that humans and animals need to be equal, to be treated equally, is simply a nonsensical axiom. Yeah, it's like I said, we don't need to say that humans. I've said that many times. Like say like humans and animals. Like, yeah, we both have certain rights, but the animal rights are a subset of human rights. Like animals don't have the right to, like, say, start a business or start a corporation or get married or, you know, stuff like that. They have certain basic rights, like, you know, they're safe, or, you know, their bodily rights to not be exploited, treated cruelly, killed, forcibly impregnated, stuff like that, you know. So yeah, I mean, we are different, you know, so we're not exactly equal. Hey, Sarah gifted 5 memberships. Let's see who got one. Redlocks 2, Graven, Southern Sierra. I haven't seen you around, Southern Sierra. Say hello. If you're just lurking in the background, come and say hi. We're nice people, despite what you might see when Bob's trying to get us riled up. And St. Pete's Runner and Lindsay Hawk. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah. So we got like 10 more new members tonight. Awesome. Totally awesome. Yeah, Carl, I agree 100%. Yeah. For the record, yeah, you can totally be Christian and vegan, despite what Bob was trying to argue months ago. One is a religion, Christianity, and the other is an ethical stance that does not contradict Christianity. As we pointed out, if you were a Christian vegan, and when you finally get to the heaven's gates to enter the kingdom of heaven, I don't think God or an angel is going to sit there and say, hey, you cannot enter because you were eating plants. You had to eat meat in order to pass through into the gates of heaven. I don't think that's going to happen.
For the
hey, thank you. Yes, we need that $30. Thank you for the animal worship festival fund. That's funny how that's come up twice tonight, AJ. Did you just join us? Because earlier, who was it earlier? Was it Priscilla that said they got in a disagreement with someone they know, asserting that vegans are both a religion because we worship animals, and we're also a cult. Like, which is it? And then Bob was talking about earlier how since I don't eat animals, or we don't eat animals, we therefore worship them. We're idolatry, like worshiping a false god. That's the word he brought up. He said, I'm committing idolatry. Anyway, interesting night here. You never know what kind of funniness and zaniness Bob's going to bring up. I know it's kind of annoying, but I guess I keep him around. I haven't banned him yet. Probably just because he amuses me with his ridiculousness, you know? It's just kind of entertaining in a sick, weird way, so I apologize for that. I guess I get a sick pleasure for seeing what kind of stupid thing he's going to say. Anyway, yeah, he came at a pretty lively point. Yeah, nothing incompatible with Christianity and veganism. I've always said there. Yeah, I've never heard of any religion that says you can't complete the final whatever you need to do to get into heaven or whatever you call the afterlife because you were eating plants only. I don't think that's a barrier. It's going to be a deal breaker. Let's see, Scott Cameron, you're an unconnected indigenous looking to reconnect and am apprehensive reaching out as a vegan. Oh, well, welcome, Scott. I'm not sure what that is. An unconnected indigenous, like indigenous native, looking to reconnect. I'm not sure what you mean by the connecting part. So tell me more. I always like to learn something new every day. So yeah, teach us something here, Scott. I'm 6 there? What were we talking about? What did I talk about there? Okay, you're with me. Do you understand too, AJ? You find him strangely amusing. Because at least Bob, for the most part, doesn't say like hateful, toxic stuff. Sometimes it borders on that with the bigotry that I don't think he's aware of. I think his belief system blinds him to the bigotry that he just expresses sometimes, But yeah, other than that, yeah, I find him strangely amusing. Oh wow, okay, vegan metalhead. I don't think I can handle watching that for some kind of sick comedy. That's just like too gross. People like that. Scott Cameron, I don't know what that is that you said there. Chris, yeah, you should be asleep. Yeah, this live stream is not really all that compatible for European time zone people. So yes, get some sleep. I'm glad you stayed up till like 4 or 3:20 in the morning with us. Thank you. I'm honored. That's awesome. Logical. You have a question for the vegan community. As a software developer, what apps, software, or websites would we like to see relating to veganism? I don't have any off the top of my head. I mean, there's already some great apps and websites, like the one and the same for Happy Cow, where you can find any restaurant anywhere in the world, wherever you're at or wherever you're going to travel to. Look for recent restaurants that are all vegan or have vegan options, or that's an amazing resource. And Barnivore is a good resource too to check if your wines are vegan, or don't use any animal products in the clarification or other production aspects of wine. Ali says that some Christian beliefs think it's against the Bible to be vegetarian or vegan. One is the Assemblies of God branch. Oh, really, Ali? I was not aware of that. What do they find about veganism? Assemblies of God. What do they find that's inherently ungodly about eating plants only? Just curious if you know. Yeah, you love Barnivore too? Yeah, very helpful resource. Yeah, Forks Over Knives. There's a lot of great resources. Logical. I don't know if I can give you any good new business ideas or anything like that. And others, you're in Europe too. Well, I tip my hat. If we're wearing a hat tonight, thank you, Europeans, for staying up so late with us. So Ali says, regarding Bob, I don't mind Bob. He's the only one who disagrees with vegans and continues to come back here and talk to us. It's so sad though, because I still have to, after like a year plus, constantly refer him back to the definition of veganism. He brings up all this stuff that veganism is not, like it's a diet, it's worshiping idols. Like, no, it's simply not consuming animals because of the understanding that we don't need to. It's wrong to harm animals. We just can eat a plant. Anyway, oh, I forgot to hit the ding, huh? I did it wrong. Let me do it one more time. Bob still doesn't understand this. Oops, wrong thing. Bob still doesn't understand this after all this time. Yeah, there's way too much focus on him, Sarah. And if you're watching, Bob, I would suggest just staying away for the rest of the evening. Or if you come back, just lurk or don't say anything that you know is going to try to steal the show. You know what you're doing. You're not dumb. I'll give you that. You are aware of, you have intentions, and you are aware of their consequences of your actions. So if you're back, Bob, I see you. You heard what I said, so please comply, okay? Because I believe Sarah's is totally right. She says, again, I don't mind the disagreeing. There's just too much focus on him that bugs me. So yes, I agree. We're moving on, Bob. So anyway, what else should we talk about now that we're not going to talk about religion and bigots and animal idolatry worship? What else should we chat about? So, politics, yeah, Uncle. Yeah, there's a nice, safe, open topic there that we can discuss freely and safely and not trigger anyone, right? Yeah. That carrots is a safer topic. Let's talk about the many wonderful things you can do with carrots. Oh, I missed Ontario's great question for another week. I didn't see it. Anyway. Yeah, we're not going politics or Hey, Johnny Bravo. How's it going, Johnny? Just missed some lively discussion. Oh, VLAM, Heat Dome. Yeah, how you doing out there? I saw it like on mainland China, like Shanghai, hot as hell. Yeah, there's been a heat dome over the west coast, but along the western United States, I should say, but along the coastline here, it's been beautiful. I mean, it's been overcast. It's been below average temperatures. It's going to warm up a little bit this weekend, I see, but nothing too bad. But yeah, I saw that heat dome's going to be affecting more inland states and East Coast states. Florida up into like New England even. So yeah, prepare. Get your air conditioners repaired or serviced if you need to. Oh, you didn't get a live stream notification, Johnny? Yeah, I don't know why YouTube is like that. It's kind of hit or miss. If you can remember, though, I'm pretty much always here Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, if you look at your watch, 6 or 9:30, Ryan's on. Oh, that's nice, Jesse. Thanks. You're having a rough day and plugged your phone on your walk home, and my song Smile, the Love Spiral song, came on. Hey, we have a brand new song, guys. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, we just released it today. We have a music video that's pretty much, it was done, but we thought we could make it a little better. So we'll release it early next week. I think Angie's putting the final touches on it right now, but it's on all major streaming music services. The song is called Numenon. It's kind of a mix between ethereal dream pop. It kind of reminds me, some of the guitars remind me of Cocteau Twins, like Pink, Orange, Red, if you know their stuff, like Sarah might. And kind of has like atmospheric trap kind of drums and stuff. It's really cool. I can't really describe it all that well. Let me see if I can I don't know if I can play it here. Let me see if you can hear this. Let's see. All right, I'm going to try to play some of it. Let's see if you can hear. Let me know if this comes through. I should be able to tell right now. Let me see. I think it's coming through. Let me know if you're hearing it. Love is just you hear it, right?
Every day I wake up tired, only do what is required. My emotions have been mined, so completely uninspired. Love is just a phenomenon.
Let's play a little bit more.
It's all my fault. Hits my heart like an assault. Feelings locked inside a lot, waiting for the pain to fall. Find a way to carry
Let's play it up to the chorus here.
trying my best to be strong. There's nowhere that I belong. Love is just a phenomenon. Love is just a phenomenon.
The band is Love Spirals. So you can find it on Love Spirals or Love Spirals Downwards on Spotify. We got it on both of the pages there. So yeah, check it out. Yeah, Numenon. Yeah, yeah, next, like, it's pretty much what I said. We have a music video. Me and Angie are in it. Yeah, we got a new music video. We'll release that in a few days. Then also too, in a week or two or so, we have a couple. We have an atmospheric drum and bass remix of that, an atmospheric breakbeat remix, and also an ethereal guitar focused instrumental mix of it too. So we have a bunch of stuff coming out. And along with the single Numenon right here, the main song. So yeah, this is the start of us launching some new music this year. We got some more songs that are done too that'll be coming out after this. So yeah, Love Spirals, or you can find it on Love Spirals Downwards. Either way, it's on both feeds, on Apple Music and on Spotify. Yeah, so check it out. Yeah, it got a lot of great response today. It got a lot of streams, got shared on a bunch of playlists. Getting some great feedback on it, so this is cool. I'm a musician. You know, people say, what do you do for a living? Is YouTube, vegan YouTube, your thing? No, I mean, it's something I do, obviously, but yeah, I'm making music. Been making music since I've been releasing music since 1991. You know, that's what I've been doing. I'm a professional music producer. Yeah, I mean, not just my opinion, that's how the IRS sees what I do. I've been having to claim all my music income, various streams of income from music for 4 decades. Anyway, yeah, that's our latest song, Numenon by Love Spirals. But yeah, check it out. In fact, let me, I'll put the Spotify link in here in case you guys want to check it out. This is our new song. All right, just pasted the link down to the Spotify link to Numenon. Anyway, thanks guys. Glad you guys liked it. But yeah, that is Angie singing. I've been working with her as my main vocalist since like 1999 or 2000 or something like that. Yeah. But as far as live shows, yeah, we occasionally play live, but I've always been a studio focused music producer, kind of an electronica producer. You know, meaning I've never worked with bands really. I do my own thing. You know, before the advent of music on computers, digital audio workstations, I still own my 8-track tape for recording machine. For a studio production. You know, that's how I made music back in, the 90s. It's been on computers ever since like 2000 or so, 1998 or so. But anyway, yeah, I'm like a electronic music producer. So I don't really have a band. I mean, that doesn't mean I couldn't play out live if I want to, but this is what I do. I just produce and make cool sounds. Oh, cool. To have a new song on our website. I mean, this is our new song. I don't think we put it up on any of our personal websites yet. I mean, it just hit like the streaming services last night, basically. So I guess we'll share it. But yeah, once we put out the music video in a few days, yeah, we'll probably put that on our website. Yeah, for sure. Bill, am I on Cuba's and Tidal? I think so. I don't look at the entire list of where our of all the streaming services that our digital distributor distributes to, but it's a whole long list, so it's a pretty damn good chance. I think we are. I'm pretty sure. Antero, that the style is very out of this world, like it takes you to a different reality or dimension. Super cool. Thank you. That is what I do with my music. A lot of times people have asked me like, hey, do you combine like your vegan activism into your music? Which is a fair and great question. But the way that we produce music, the way I've always produced music is exactly what you said there, Antero. Out of this world. It takes you to a different reality or dimension. That's my specialty. That's what I've been doing since 1991, basically. That's my wheelhouse. So yeah, I'm not really thinking about trying to push or not push, but just express a direct message, be it political or anything. I'm trying to take you to another dimension, another place that's not really this world exactly. It's a surreal experience or something like that. So you got it. Yeah, you totally understand what we're going for. And it's kind of genreless too. It's not like it sounds like any one particular genre. There's a bunch of genres fused into this kind of music that we make. Yeah, I avoided that 360 deal. Yeah, I'm an independent music producer. Yeah, I own all the rights to my music. I remember when I first signed with my first label in the 90s, Project Records. It was before the advent of digital music, before iTunes or Apple Music or Spotify. And I remember when those services started showing up, they tried to get me to change my contract to allow them to have the rights to that. I said, no way, I'm keeping that. That's, I'm going to own that for forever. Yeah, Spotify, Bill, as some of you may or may not know, they're one of the worst when it comes to how much money the artists receive per stream. Yeah, some of these other services are way better. Apple Music is a lot better too, as far as that goes. I'm not sure if there's that many services that actually pay worse than Spotify does, but it's caught on the most, so it's kind of a deal with the devil, I guess. Yeah, Sarah, it's kind of Cocteau Twins-esque. It's like if the Cocteau Twins sound were brought to a more modern time. Like I said, there's some really like current production styles going on there. Oops. Uh-oh. Hang on 1 second, guys. I want to make sure everything's cool. Just hang on 1 sec. I'll be right back. Now I'm going to let it go to voicemail. Make sure everything's cool. It's a family member calling. Not my mom, but I'm a little concerned. So let me just hang on a second here. Make sure everything's cool. Like her sister. So we'll see if everything's all right. Just going to wait. Try to chill out here. I'm kind of nervous. I'm always nervous when it concerns family because my mom is old. I'm not doing the greatest. Oh, she butt dialed me. Okay. Oof. She said, sorry, I butt dialed. Okay. No worries. Let me just let her know I acknowledge what she did. Also doing a live stream. Okay, all good. My aunt, she's never butt dialed me before. She's pretty technologically sophisticated for her age. She doesn't typically butt dial, but it happens to the best of us, right? All right, so yeah, everything's cool. Yeah, a little like, ooh, I just get nervous when I see a call from like her sister, like, oh, something happened. Oh shoot, but everything's cool. Whew. Yeah, does Pandora music still exist? As far as I know, yes. I don't see too many people using it anymore, but yeah, totally fine if that's your thing. Yeah, call your dad, guys. Call your parents this weekend. I need to call my mom this weekend too. I haven't talked to her for about a week. I saw her last weekend, but I haven't talked to her since I was there. Let's see, Sarah, your bestie was in the music industry, so I listened to his hard drives. That means he has a ton of music or something like that. Wow, Bill, Dallas Mavericks are finally playing well. It's been so frustrating watching the NBA Finals. It's been so lopsided. Like Dallas, who played really well in the Western Conference Finals, has been really haven't been able to deal with the defense of the Celtics. So Dallas is up by 37 tonight. Awesome, cool. I'll probably end up missing most of it, but I'll watch a replay. That means there'll be another game in a few days. Sounds like there'll be a game 5 then. Okay, AJ, you do use Pandora all the time still. I wasn't sure. Only 10 minutes left. Cool. Well, it sounds like I don't think any team has blown a 37-point lead in 10 minutes, so let's hope the Mavericks win a game. Let's see. Sarah says, your dad is a mess on the phone, butt dials galore. Yeah, I tried to make it simple for my mom too. Like on her iPhone, I made these like icons for her to hit, like with my face on it, so she can call me easily. Cell phones I see are kind of challenging for a lot of older people. Okay, next game will be on Monday. That makes sense. I thought they've been doing them every 3 days. Is that what I kind of remember? Like, yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Anyway, no, we were talking NBA there. Yeah, I don't know anything about baseball. Like, is the World Series happening right now, guys? I know I'm gonna sound really stupid. I mean, that's happened. Is that going on right now? I think it is. That's in October. What am I saying? No, NHL finals is going on right now, right? I don't know anything about hockey either. So, Sarah, what do? Your phone is always silenced, but you see your dad's missed calls. When I call him back, he's like, I didn't call you. I guess your dad's not, aware of the butt dialing phenomenon, huh? Logical wants to know, how do you guys, I guess you're talking about all this, not like me and Angie, feel about dating non-vegans? If you feel you should only date vegans, why is that? We've talked about that many times, Logical. That's a question that comes up quite often. And I was said, yeah, you just, Robin, that's a really personal question. Do you think, is that kind of a really personal question? It's one I might not answering, but you might ask it, if you ask that same question to someone else, Robin, you might hit some really like dark, unhappy things. There might be some really horrible reasons why they don't have any. That's not my case. Mine is just personal choice. But as far as dating non-vegans go, I think you just have to figure out on your own if you're cool with that, I don't have to worry about that. I've been married since 2005, so I don't see any dates in my future or anything like that. So for me, it's like a question that's meaningless because it doesn't apply to me. I can only speculate what it'd be like for others. But I'm glad Angie took a chance on me because when I met her, she was vegetarian and I was not. But she knew I had tried vegetarianism in the 90s, so I'm glad she took a chance with me. So you have to figure it out on your own. Oh, it's Jessica. You gotta go into your settings and take charge of your notifications. Yeah, you gotta be the boss. Don't let your phone boss you around. Yeah, I have mine set up so I get very few notifications. I value my privacy and not being interrupted even by dings and stuff like that. So unless you don't mind the interruptions, but yeah, it sounds like you're not digging that. But yeah, like Sarah wouldn't be into that either. Yeah, logical. You just got to do what you got to do. Yeah, if you don't mind, like going out with a non-vegan girl, and understand, maybe she'll learn from your example. Take her to vegan restaurants. She'll see what you're doing. She'll understand your reasons why you're doing it. And a lot of people they're not vegan because they're bad people. Unlike Bob here, I'm not saying non-vegans are bad. A lot of people are not vegan just because they've never really thought about it in any deep, long-term sustained manner. You know what I'm saying? If they're dating you, they're gonna be thinking about veganism a lot, right? So they might see what you're doing, understand your reasons, and see how it's a great lifestyle. It's not like weird or anything like that. You're eating great food. You can go out and be a regular person more or less. She might change her ways. Spoil them on tasty food. Okay, so Jessica, you don't mind the notification. You don't mind those notifications. Good, because yeah, if you minded them and you got so many, that would drive you nuts, huh? You only hated the ring doorbell ones because then accidentally changed those to vibration instead. Good for you. Yeah, take charge of your life. Yeah, don't let your phone be your boss. Yeah, I mean, it takes time, but it really doesn't take that much time to go into your settings and notifications. 5 minutes, 10 tops, and it's set. VLAM, you don't think I'll ever date again? Hey, you never know, but yeah, everyone has their own, preferences, what they want to do with their lives, so yeah, I'm just who was it asked it at first, Robin or it was, yeah, it's just kind of it's not a great question to walk up to a person, like walk up to a stranger and say, hey, why don't you have kids? There could be some real bad, dark, like I said, just emotional reasons why they don't. And some of us just decided, I'd rather not. I'd rather be able to continue, being a musician and making music. Not to say you can't if you have kids. I mean, especially if you're well-to-do, you can have people, pay people to help you with all that. But I'm just saying it's easier for me to get by on lower income. I don't have to worry about being a big YouTube influencer here and doing all these brand deals for money. And as far as music, I don't have to worry about pleasing a label and having people pick which songs I'm allowed to put out on my album because they didn't think it was catchy enough. Or I just enjoy doing my own thing and pleasing myself, and hopefully, like I said, share it with the world. And if a few of you guys enjoy it too, that's my reward right there. Would I date a musician? I already do. I'm married to a musician. Yeah, Sarah, kids are very expensive. Much more so now than it was when I first got married, a long decade and a half ago, almost 2 decades ago, actually. So, yeah, kids are very expensive. So, yeah, if you've got plenty of money, you got the time, go for it. If you're on limited means, you really should try to do some budgeting and see if it's a financially sustainable idea. Wow, vegan metalhead. I get ads for like meat restaurants all the time too. I go, what? Why is YouTube? I thought it's supposed to be personalized ads as opposed to like when you're watching TV, the ads go to every single person, no matter what. It's like, why am the name of the channel is Happy Healthy Vegan? What part of that they don't understand? Why do they think showing me an Arby's ad or McDonald's ad is appropriate or relevant? They're just wasting the advertiser's money because I'm not going to watch it all. And I get pissed off. So it's like stupid. Like how dumb are these algorithms? Anyway. And Taro, I hope you have to hop off. Oh, okay. Thanks for coming by. I hope you'd be interested in joining another featured live stream. I have a very lively and respectful community. Thank you. I've been trying my best to create this lively and respectful community. I've been doing this for a few years now. I enjoy these Friday live streams. I think a lot of you guys do. That's why you keep coming back. So awesome. I'm glad you experienced some of the fun of our Friday live streams. Yeah, every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. That means like 9 Eastern. So somewhere in there you can do the math. Let's see. No, Bill, that some YouTube ads are like 18 minutes or longer now. I mean, you can always skip those, right? I've never seen one where you have to watch like 18 minutes. That would be horrible. But I know, yeah, you can make an ad as long as you want for the most part. I didn't know, yeah, maybe 18 minutes is the limit. Oh, wow. I would hope that would never happen. I mean, you have to watch a whole like minute or 2 or 8 minutes or something like that. Maybe Redlocks, but no, they know. I mean, not only does YouTube know the channel name, Happy Healthy Vegan, they also can analyze the contents, the subject matter of my videos about veganism. I don't know why they think I would want to watch an Arby's ad. Yeah, true, Jessica. I don't know what to do about the ads. I just chalk it up to algorithms being stupid, or YouTube is just plain greedy. They know the ad is not relevant, but they'll gladly take the advertiser's money because that's what Google's job is to extract money from its customers. The customers meaning advertisers, not you guys. We're not their customers. Uncle, I thought YouTube is in the past like month really cracked down on any kind of ad blocking. Oh wait, I think there is some kind of way to do it in a browser, Uncle. You might be right about that. You should see if it still works. But yeah, I think there is one workaround that I'm still aware of where you can watch YouTube without ads. Arby's has vegan options, Bob. I'm sure they might now, but that's not the ads that I'm seeing, Bob. I'm seeing just big hunks of dead animals on my TV screen. Or on my iPad or whatever I might be watching on. Wow, you get Sandy Hook ads, Heidi? That's weird. Well, you could probably, Arby's having vegan options. Just off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure, unlike McDonald's, you can get French fries at Arby's that weren't like pre-blended with some kind of beef byproduct. As far as I know, McDonald's is the only place that's stupid enough to do that. And United States McDonald's, not international ones. Just here in this great country, McDonald's does that. I'm pretty sure they don't do that at Arby's or Wendy's or all these other places. Yeah, Muthu Line. Yeah, I'm saying those Arby ads are the worst. They zoom in on the dead meat stuff. Oh, Sarah, your birthday is Monday. Let's see, June. So you are a Cancer, right? So happy early birthday. I won't see it before your birthday. Next Friday, you'll already have your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Sarah. And you're going to a burger place that has tons of vegan options. I've seen you tell me that, or in the comments, that you are finding more and more vegan places, vegan restaurants in your hometown, or I guess you can call it your hometown where you're living at now. So that's awesome. That's true, Bill. You know, there's two ways to look at that, Bill. Yeah, like, should vegans support only just vegan-only restaurants? Yeah, I mean, that's great. We should go to vegan restaurants. But when you go to a non-vegan restaurant, you are voting with your dollar and saying, hey, this vegan stuff, I support this. I'm supporting it financially. I'm buying it, and hopefully others will. And maybe eventually you'll have more vegan stuff and less dead animal stuff. So there's a couple ways to look at it. I don't know if there's one right way, but yeah, I totally get what you're saying. And you'll get advertisements for the Navy. You'll get military advertisements. I think I get some of those sometimes too. I go, don't they know I'm old too? I can't really join the military in my mid-50s. You know, I don't think that's the thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny. Can I join the military in my mid-50s? Like, is that even possible? Does that ever happen? Yeah, Jesse, yeah, turning the volume off during commercials, yeah. That's what the remote is good for. What's that, AJ? You pay for YouTube without ads. Awesome. So you hate when a YouTube channel inserts ads into their videos. Oh, wow. I didn't know how... I know, like, I always get prompted for these live streams that YouTube says right now. I'm going to read it verbatim to you guys. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Creators earn more money inserting ads the more viewers are watching. Give it a try. Like, no, I'm not going to put ads into my live stream. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to have fun with you guys and talk about cool stuff. I'm not here to like sell you on some stupid ad. And you're all going to get different ones. I'm sure someone will come back and say, I just got an ad for Arby's and they showed me dead animals, you know? So no, we're not going to do that. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, like I said, yeah, like supermarkets. Yeah, you have to shop. Yeah, there's very few vegan-only supermarkets. So, yeah, you gotta, as a non-vegan, you know, go into a supermarket or have someone go for you and buy food there for you. And none of you guys like the ads. Ads all suck. They're not relevant. You know, they're gross if you're a vegan. That's crazy, VLAM. You get a lot of dairy and baby formula ads on YouTube. I mean, you don't have a baby, right, VLAM? And dairy, you're vegan. Like, how stupid is the YouTube algorithm? I mean, Anyway, let's see, Redlocks too. You have a YouTube Premium, so you think YouTube creators still get paid something when the ads don't pop up? Yeah, that's how it works out when you pay for YouTube without ads. There's like a pool of money, and it gets divided amongst YouTube creators depending on how big they are, or something, how many views they get, something like that. So it all trickles down to us little people a little bit. Yeah, uncle, it's just not right to annoy a person with ads and make you pay to not see them, but that's their business model. They got to make their money one way or another, either from their advertisers or from their viewers, you know? That's funny, vegan metalhead. Oh no, Jesse. Incontinence pads, you're getting ads for those all day long now? Wow. Yeah, be careful what you click or order, huh? You love commercials for happy, healthy vegan cookbooks? We don't have any. We should put some ads on YouTube or Facebook for our books because we still have more. I'd like to sell them out before we ever move somewhere. So we don't have to, it's like, you know, I don't know how many we got left, but it's probably like, it's heavy. It's like several boxes, maybe like 30 pounds of books or something like that. I'd rather not have to move or ship those wherever we're going to next. Yeah, their algorithms just seem dumb, VLAM. I agree with you. Their YouTube algorithm for ads, at least, is completely dumb. Huh. Okay, Johnny's going to answer my question if they'll accept an old fart like me into the military. So it is a thing if I were prior service in the military and then got out and then gotten back in. Or I could come in as a medical doctor or a chaplain. Heard of someone who was a practicing brain surgeon. Okay, given that I'm not a medical doctor or a chaplain, and that I was never in the military before, you know, when I was younger. So you're saying I can't go into the military. So I'm wondering why YouTube shows me ads for joining the military. Sometimes I don't get those too often. So I just wondered if it was even possible for me to enter the military. So yeah, I have to, under really specific conditions there, I'd have to go to medical school or chaplain, divinity school. Like, how do you become a chaplain? Yeah, paper is heavy, Jesse. That's why we want to ship these, not get rid of it, sell these books so we're not like carrying them around with us the rest of our lives. Oh, mango board ad. Well, yeah, I've never seen that. Awesome. Yeah, it seems like YouTube is forcing, at least my perception is that it seems like they're making us watch more ads before you can hit that skip button. Does that seem right? Bob, punishing patriotism? What are you talking about? Where did that come out? And how come everything has to go back to something like politics or something, or religion or something like that? Patriotism. We're talking about YouTube ads, and now we're talking about pushing patriot. I thought you said pushing patriotism. What ads are pushing patriotism? That's kind of weird. Like joining the military. Okay, Johnny says, you know, right now the U.S. Army is recalling retirees to try to come back in. Why is that? Huh. Okay, thanks for the tips there on Logical about how to try to block ads. That's kind of naive, though, Bob, if you think ads that are trying at military recruiting ads, whose goal is to recruit people into the military as like pushing. I guess they push. I guess maybe that's what you're saying, that they portray in the advertisement images of people that you, when you watch it, you perceive, oh, so patriotic, and that inspires them to sign up and list. Is that what you're saying? Maybe that's what I kind of see. It's sort of like that, huh? They say, hey, if you join, you're the ultimate patriot, and so come join. Milo, what are these happy, healthy vegan merch commercials? What are you talking about? We don't have any, other than the like that Streamlabs bot right down there in the chat there. You know, that's it. You know, what are you talking about, Milo? Is someone running ads for us? Like, you're blowing my mind. What's going on? Okay, so Johnny said, well, it's not just an army thing, it's a military-wide thing. It's due to your recruiting numbers being low, and also we might end up in another war within the next few years. Like with who? Is it, or just a safeguard of what would happen if there were a war? Is there any nation or something that seems to be like China invading Taiwan, or like, wow, I can't imagine. Who would we be in war with? Yeah, Jessica, I agree. For me, YouTube's been great for music discovery. It's not my only means or tool for music discovery. Sometimes I'll find something on my own, then I'll go to YouTube and watch the videos and totally fall in love with the band or something like that. I've been going through something like that for the past like week or two. I found two new, not new for me, like Korean bands. I'm just going nuts on. I mean, I'm listening to music all the time. War with Canada? I hope not, Jesse. I thought Canada was one of our allies, one of our few allies. You think the draft will come back in 3 years? Well, as I've just learned, I'm way too old to join the military. Mind's Eye, good evening to you too. Tame Impala. I'm not a fan. I know who you're talking about. It's not like I don't like his music. I just not a huge fan. If I see a Tame Impala song come on, I'll check it out or something like that. But yeah, I don't think his music's bad or anything. Just not my exact aesthetic or anything. But some stuff I've heard sounds pretty cool. I just have the thing I'm really into, so I'm just really absorbing the kinds of music that I'm really just gone nuts over lately. Oh yeah, Krungband. Yeah, I could play a few Krungband songs on the guitar. Yeah, totally. I haven't listened to them that much in recent years. They're kind of like a pre-COVID band for me, like 2018 or 19 or something like that. Oh, Mind's Eye. Let me I showed a little bit of our newest Love Spiral song. Let me paste it for you. Our I can't spell. Oops. Our latest song. So you can check it out later. Mind's Eye visual guitar instruction. Check out my latest song, our latest song. Me and Angie Love Spirals. There's some nice guitar work on there. Some nice, cool, like ethereal, dream poppy chords. A cool little solo I'm playing on the end. A lot of fuzz or distortion. Check it out. Check it out after, or just go check it out right now and come back. But yeah, we're gonna have as I was talking about earlier, we're putting the final touches on the music video. That'll be out in a couple days, and we have some remixes of it. So yeah, we're going nuts with our new song right now. You doing a good night on us, Logical? Well, thanks for joining. Don't remember you in the past, but come back anytime. Yeah, and Logical's right. YouTube Bob, stop being so much of a party pooper buddy. Nicely put. Okay, Johnny's saying about, are we going to go to war in the next few years? Because you have some inside intel, maybe being in the military. It's not a country in specific, but if you've been paying attention, for example, China maybe, but then again, doesn't mean we will. Speaking of China, now it was released in the news that we already have U.S. Special Forces about 6 miles from the Chinese mainland on an island that belongs to Taiwan. Really? That's scary. Oh, thanks and others. Yes, Angie does have a very beautiful voice. Absolutely. I'm lucky to work with it. Her voice. I'm not calling it Angie it. She's a person, and her voice isn't it. Oh, Sarah, did you already go see Daryl Hall? I remember a few years ago, I kind of had a little Hall and Oates revival. I went back and discovered songs that I didn't remember listening to back in the 80s. Like, I can't go for that, no can do. You know, that song's awesome. I just couldn't believe how cool that song sounds, so kind of modern, too. It sounded like some 2000s electronica songs that I was into. But, yeah, and other songs, too. But, yeah, but that was the one that really, like, I was totally nuts about for a few months. I think I even have a Hall & Oates playlist. Let me see if I got it on my iTunes here. Let me see. Let's see. Here's what I had on my Hall & Oates playlist. 9 songs. I had She's Gone, Nothing at All, Lady Rain, I Can't Go for That, Open All Night, Crime Pays, Maneater, Sarah's Smile, and At Tension. Those are the ones some of those I knew from the 80s, and a few others I wasn't as familiar with, so I added them to my little Hall & Oates playlist there. Is that a compliment or a put down, Bob? Best thing to come out of Canada is Canada Dry. That's the best thing. There's nothing better than Canada Dry that ever came out of Canada. That sounds like a backhanded compliment if I've ever heard one. You must be quite a person to like be close with, Bob. Like be in a relationship with, or be married to, or be a close friend of, if that's how you talk. Yeah, AJ. Yeah, the beef between Hall and Oates. Yeah, has to do with John Oates performing some Hall & Oates songs that Daryl Hall wrote. You know, like John Oates didn't participate in the songwriting, and I think Daryl Hall didn't like that and tried to get some kind of injunction or restraining order, or not restraining, just like no can do, don't do it, something like that. And I think there's more to it. I think there might be some other royalty issues, but I think that was the thing that really blew it up. You know, that Oates was playing Hall songs at Oates concerts. Maneater is an anti-cannibal song? Maybe so. I never listened to it like that. Oh, that's it too, Sarah. Yeah. Oates wants to sell his half of the catalog, and Hall is suing him. Because a lot of artists do this. They'll sell their rights to, like, as far as, like, I tell you, I receive money when music gets streamed, licensed, stuff like that. And a lot of artists will just sell the rights to that outright to someone else and receive a nice chunk of money, and they're set for life. Their kids are set for life. So there's 2 ways to look at it. So you can look at it as a long-term thing. We have a kind of a steady flow of money coming in, or someone gives you a big chunk and you could do with it as you want. So it sounds like, there's some issues because there's the 2 of them. So if one guy wants to sell the catalog and the other guy doesn't, I don't think they can sell. I think you need to just can't sell half the catalog rights. It's an all or nothing kind of thing as far as I understand. Bob, so you do get told you're impossible all the time. Well, how do you like that? Do you enjoy being difficult to get along with? I mean, is that working out for you? I'm just asking. I'm not asking that in a condescending way. I'm going, what's your self-assessment of your impossible to get along with self-description? Is that working out for you? Do you want to change that a little bit? I'm just asking. Again, I'm not being a dick or anything. I'm just kind of curious. Are you pleased with that, or is that something you'd like to change or improve upon? Uncle, does anyone eat the broken crackers first? Well, crackers are usually stacked, right? So you just kind of eat them sequentially as you descend into the package, right? Jen Marie, you enjoy being difficult. Awesome. You're not difficult around us here, you know, so you can't be that difficult, hopefully. I think he's just talking about crackers in general, AJ, I think. Okay, I'm not sure. I missed some of the conversation here with AJ and VLAM, but I like what Sarah says. But I can't live without music. And driving is freedom. But yeah, totally. I can't live without music. Obviously, I mean, you can't see all my stuff around here. Just see the kind of, this looks like, from this perspective, my camera's perspective, this room looks like a den or living room that has a little music gear. No, that's how it looks from back here. It looks like a place where you listen to records, which it can be. For this side here, which you can see, it's the full on, I got 2 monitors, bunch of guitars, basses, a rack of gear, some more gear here. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I can't live without music. It's just something I just got to do it, or else I kind of go a little wacky. Okay, Bob, everyone accepts it, they enjoy it. Well, around here, I'm not sure you can make that claim here that Bob, everyone accepts and enjoys your difficultness or impossible to get along with things. So maybe you have an over evaluation of what your effect is on other people. I'm just saying, maybe that is possible. I'm kind of with you too, though. I'm indiscriminate when it comes to cracker eating. If I'm chomping away crackers into a soup or something like that, I don't care. If it's cracked already, cool. Less stuff I gotta do. Just dish it in there and eat it. Yeah, you know what it's like. And others, yep. Yeah, music and driving can be very magical too. I know, especially like when you're going on a road trip or driving through some like beautiful areas, which we don't have too much around here. That's why I want to move. Yeah, music and driving can be one of those pleasures in life that, it seems like a simple pleasure, but it's a great pleasure. Oh, your OCD, Bill, and you organize broken food even. Wow. AJ, I've never heard that quote. Life without music would be a mistake. Like, hell yeah, huh? Oh, Sarah, yeah, it's about time. Yeah, you're coming, in July, right? Heading to California in a couple weeks. Don't tell Bob that, because, California is full of, like criminals, and all the cities are burning down. Hopefully you'll be safe. Going home to visit friends and fam. Yeah, hopefully the weather will be nice. Yeah, July can be kind of warm where you're heading, but who knows? The weather's been weird. Hasn't been too crazy. No big heat domes in the Bay Area, at least not for like more than a day or so. So hopefully you'll have some nice weather. I know you like that cool, cloudy, coastal overcast thing. So hopefully it'll be socked in for you unseasonably when you're visiting. Uncle, we don't really have vacations, just we haven't really taken a vacation, like meaning gone somewhere where at nighttime we don't return back here to go to sleep. We'll go on day trips and stuff like that, but we haven't done a vacation since 2019. So I don't know. I'm not sure. We need to go visit Northern California sometime. Maybe we'll go this summer. I'm not sure. I don't have any plans yet. Actually, the issue is someone to take care of our pets, and I think I may have found someone, a fellow vegan friend and neighbor. She doesn't live too far from us, so maybe we're working on it. She has cats, and I offered, hey, we can take care of yours when you go, and you help us. So yeah, we might have something, but yeah, nothing planned. But I'd like to go do a Southern California wine country trip before it gets really hot. We might find some days next week where it's only like 79 or 81 or something like that, or the week after. Go before it gets crazy hot. So Sarah says July will be hot. Not your fave and not your normal time to visit, but you have a friend visiting. Fairfax. Is that the short name for Fairfax during a specific week? Fax. I like that. So cute. Fax. Heidi, you going to Connecticut tomorrow? Oh, you're in Boston, so that's a little trip, huh? Uncle, are you going to drop by and see Ryan and Angie? That's a little trip. Fairfax to SoCal is, gosh, like if you're driving fast and hustling and not counting a lot of traffic, that's like at least 6 hours. Yeah, I'm kind of with you right now. Not traveling has a certain sense of freedom to it as well, because, traveling involves a lot to make it work properly sometimes. Yep, and others. Yeah, music can be like, you look at it as like a soundtrack to your life. Exactly. Ted Cruz, the Texas senator, is from Canada? Is that right, Johnny? I've not heard that. Or am I getting him confused with some... Is it a different Ted Cruz? That's what's cool about your area there, Sarah. Yeah, it's a cool, walkable town. But yeah, the city, San Francisco, is not terribly far away. And you can get the best of both worlds. Small town, big city, all within like 40 minutes of each other. Do I think SoCal should separate from Northern California? No, California should stay California. I know there's this kind of weird movement in like far Northern California, the Jefferson State movement or something like that. I don't think that's ever going to go anywhere, but yeah. No, I think California should stay California. And let's see, Johnny, okay, that was the same Ted Cruz. I didn't know he was from Canada, moved to Texas, and became a Texas senator. Wow. Let's see, Mind's Eye says, there's some great songs for traveling by Eric Johnson. If you guys don't know who he is, he's kind of like a guitar virtuoso hero guy. Also some real good guitar tunes from Bill Connors. Not familiar with Bill Connors. He put out 3 albums in the late 70s of fusion style. Alan Holdsworth kind of, that's some pretty, for your average listener, that'd be some trippy stuff for most of your guys' ears. Alan Holdsworth kind of fusion rock jazz, but it's cool. It's some really, if you're a guitarist, it's some really technical playing, really, really tough stuff. No, VLAM. There's no California independence spirit. That movement I was talking about, that Jefferson State separation thing, it's pretty old. It's just kind of an interesting novelty, but I don't think it's ever gonna go anywhere. Yeah, I've seen Eric Johnson play live a couple times too. One time, maybe just once. I kind of have a memory of 2 separate shows. It was a long time ago. I just went because I was a guitar nerd. Oh, Jesse 12-string revisiting Pat Metheny. Oh, one of my favorite. It's not his most popular album, but one of my favorite Pat Metheny albums. It's a beautiful album. A New Chautauqua, CHATAQ, something like that. Just if you don't have that, just look it up on your music streaming service of choice. Check out New Chautauqua. There's some really beautiful songs on that album. This is one in particular. I forgot its name. It's really, really cool. But the whole album is really cool. Yeah, Ted Cruz is an immigrant? Good point, Uncle. Yeah, that's interesting. So Ted Cruz is technically an immigrant. Interesting. Okay, you I have the vinyl of that in here. I used to play that all the time. Not all, I played it a lot. You do have it. Awesome. Vegan Metalhead, you are very distantly related to Charlton Heston? Really? That's really wild. Yeah, I've heard the Chautauqua as I forgot where it was, somewhere on the East Coast. So it's in New York. Okay, it's been a while since I was listening to the new Chautauqua, and I tried to Google what that word came from. Interesting. That's probably from something like that. Some reference to that. Yeah, I never thought I'd talk about Pat Metheny's new Chautauqua album on this live stream, but you never know what's going to happen. Wow, cool. Charlton Heston is related to your mom. Awesome. Allison, you're first generation Canadian. Awesome. Okay, I was wondering how an immigrant, I know to be a United States president, there's not too many requirements, as you see by our two candidates. You have to be, I believe, 35 years of age at least, and born in the United States. So like Elon Musk could never run for president, thank heavens. But for Senate, I wasn't sure what the requirements were for a United States senator. So Johnny's saying Ted Cruz's mother is American. So he probably had dual citizenship or something like that, right? Or at least United States citizenship. So that's how he was able to run for president. Oh yeah, he ran for president. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so he does have to meet the requirements. So he's Canadian, but he had to be born here. So he was born in the United States, but was Canadian? Huh, I have to look that up. I never knew that stuff about him. Interesting. Yep, we all remember Cancun cruise when Texas was freezing. People are dying, electricity's not working. He headed to Cancun. Anyway, I'm not going to make any comment. I just thought that was interesting. I'll just say interesting. Interesting is not a negative term or a positive term. Just say, wow, okay, interesting. Interesting choice at that particular time. Anyway, let's move on. I would have been pissed if if Nancy Pelosi traveled, if we're freezing and she said, I'm going to wherever, Tahiti, Hawaii. Oh, we got more Pat Metheny fans here. Awesome. I saw him play live one time, somewhere around early 2000s. He played at UC Santa Barbara. I was already gone from grad. I hadn't been in grad school for about 5, 6, 7 years by then. But I drove all the way back out to Santa Barbara, UC Santa Barbara, to see him play live. It was cool. Yeah, politics is interesting, Uncle. All right, we've been on a long time. I'm so shocked and honored and happy that Sarah is still here, because I know you kind of get edgy about now. And when you start feeling edgy, I'm feeling my hunger. I did go to the gym today. I didn't play that much. I mean, I played about a half hour of basketball and then a half hour of like drills and jumping and grabbing the rim and stuff like that. So I'm starting to feel the effects of the gym today. So let's see what we got going on here, and then we'll get going soon. Okay, so Priscilla says you can be a governor of a state and not be born in the United States. I thought that was probably the case, but I thought, yeah, for a senator it might be different. But he ran for president. We had a governor from Canada a few decades ago. She had her American citizenship and lived here for many years before running for governor. Huh. She was a governor from Canada, and then she got American citizenship, and then she ran for governor in the United States. Interesting. That's cool. Hey, I was a governor in Canada. I got it. I know how to do this. I can do it in a state too. What's for dinner? Angie and I were talking about that earlier, and I can't remember what she said. She had some kind of plan. I don't know. If she has nothing in mind, maybe I'll take some of your generous tips here and get some Panda Express. It's been a long time since we had that. I don't know. Maybe she's got something good going, though. Milo? No, Obama was born in Hawaii. He produced the birth certificate. So, I mean, if Obama were born in Kenya, he would have been disqualified for even running for president. As I tell you, it's really, really basic requirements. Be born in the United States and be at least 35 years old. That's it. He was born in Hawaii. I remember. I saw the birth certificate. He was born in Hawaii. He was saying the whole time he was born in Hawaii. People didn't believe him. I don't know why. I don't know why when a person of color claims they're born in the United States. No one believes him, but he was. I saw the birth certificate. Hawaii. Sima, that's a big question for right now. But yes, we love going to museums. One artist I try to keep my eyes open for are the works of Mark Rothko. He was like a mid-century American painter. He kind of gets lumped into some of these abstract artists like Pollock and stuff like that. But I think he has these beautiful like blocks of color. And if you see a good Rothko, it's just so sublime. I just feel like it's like the music I like. I feel like I'm submerged into another different reality, and it's really cool. But anyway, Mark Rothko, Rothko. I believe he's of Russian descent, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Johnny says, well, as long as you have one parent that's American, you are considered a natural-born citizen if you were born in a different country. Interesting. But yeah, I remember Obama produced a Hawaiian birth certificate. But thanks for the technical thing there, that distinction there. I've never really explored it too much because I don't plan on running for president, but I qualify. I'm over 35. I was born in the United States. And so is my mom. Yeah, I don't know who started that Kenya rumor, Uncle. I can't remember who did that. Huh? Who in their right mind would just, despite all the evidence and producing a birth certificate and everything, saying it was showing the Hawaiian birth. I don't know who would like gaslight truth and reality to further a personal agenda. I don't know. I'm not sure who would do something like that. No, there's most people in America don't even know Hawaii's a state. They should know that. It's the 50th state. That's why we have 50 states, because of Hawaii. If not, we'd be stuck at 49. Mind's Eye wants to know, what are my favorite vegan main courses? You do a variety of beans a lot. Main courses? Yeah, I mean, as far as like what makes up the bulk of our calories on a weekly basis when you total it all up, yeah, lots of rice, lots of beans, bananas too, if you added my morning calories. But yeah, stuff like that, grains and legumes. He's not. Whoever made that rumor up, AJ, about the Kenyan birth as opposed to the Hawaiian birth, and with the birth certificate to support that. I don't know who made that up, but yeah, whoever did it, probably not in his right mind. Okay, that's great, Bob. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, I don't think anyone's disputing places he may have lived in his life and where his father's from. Uncle, talk to a nutritionist about that. I don't know, VLAM. What kind of person or people would do that? I don't know. Bob says his background is pretty unique and disconnected from the norm. Yeah, that's America. You can be totally normal, plain Jane kind of person. There's a billion just like you, or you could be really weird and unique, like me. There's not too many people that are like me that are, mixed. Look at all my weird attributes. I'm a vegan, Asian, and Caucasian mix, music producer. I'm weird. There's not too many people like that. So yeah, America allows for people to be outside the norms and exist finally, be first-rate, first-class citizens, and still be able to run for president. If I really wanted to, I could run for president, despite being all these non-normal things. Yeah, Bill, let your freak flag fly. This is America. It's a free country. You're free. We're all free to be weird if we want to. Or even if we didn't want to be weird. We're born in Hawaii, lived in all these other countries, or whatever, it's America. With that, you have a right to do that. It's legal to do that. You have the right to do that. What, Metalhead? Who would defect to North Korea? Who is an American citizen? If you're running from the law or something, I could see that as a possibility. Most Americans would not want to live there. In fact, you could be treated as a criminal for entering their country illegally. And if you do something that they don't like there, you could be put in prison and killed, like that American I forgot his name. He was a tourist there, and he was trying to take some posters or something, some North Korean propaganda posters. He got caught. They put him in prison, and there was this whole political fight to get him back, and they sent him back dead in a body bag. So, yeah, it's not a top destination for most people, North Korea. Okay, there you go. I forgot his name. There you go. Is that his name there? James Dresnock? Oh, he defected. Okay, some people, yeah. I've heard of cases where people they're in trouble here, so they want to go somewhere where they're never get extradited. Well, North Korea would be a great place to go if you don't want to ever get extradited. Oh, Uncle, he made some black rice today. It sounds good. Heard some black rice is fake? Huh. You got some Hino brand from the grocery store. You're going to make some more and invite Myra over for dinner. That sounds good. Can I come over and eat some too? Bob says North Korea. Of course you have to give your opinion on North Korea. You love things like this, huh? It is a people's republic with all the same selling points we hear from certain people here. What are you talking about? Does anyone understand? Okay, I'm going to put him in timeout. Bob, don't say anymore. Does anyone know what the hell he's talking about? Like, what does that even mean? Does anyone remotely understand what he's saying there? I have no freaking idea. How come everything's always a travesty, Bob? Everything has to be some political travesty for you. What? I don't understand. Okay, he's talking about you, Bill? Okay, whatever. Let's just let it go. I'm trying to end this up. We're not going to go down some weird rabbit hole of Bob's or anything. Oh, that's interesting, Johnny. I didn't hear about that. That was been a long time ago, before I was ever born. Oh, okay. You guys know more about North Korean defectors or Americans defecting to North Korea than I do. Awesome. Oh, I see. Bob is trying to say because Bill believes in socialism, the ideal country would be a place like North Korea because they're socialistic. Is that right? Is that what happens? Like in North Korea, you get everything handed to you. Like, is that what it's like there? I thought it was a horrible, rough life of like people there are in poverty. They don't get enough food. They don't get enough medical attention. Maybe it's free, but it sounds like not great medical attention. So what good is that? You know, is that what he's trying to say? Socialism, if we had, how come socialism wouldn't be a place like, say, Sweden or something like that? I remember when I visited there, I go, wow, this is cool. You know, Germany, this looks great. How come it has to be North Korea? I mean, I don't understand. Anyway, I'm not going to go down these roads. Anyway, yeah, there's countries that don't have extradition agreements or treaties. Yeah, I guess, yeah. You probably don't have to go as hardcore as North Korea or Russia if you're trying to get away. There's probably some other countries that you can go to that are not as harsh. The far right thinks socialism is dictatorship. Oh, I thought fascism's dictatorship, but what do I know? Anyway, I mean, we have socialism. I mean, there has to be some government services, right? I mean, when there's a fire in your backyard or something like that, I mean, you just can't expect like, oh, I'm just going to come and put out the fire. And, you know, you have a fire department that comes and takes care of it. You know, we need services like, you know. Anyway, I'm not even going to go down that road. Let's try to end this on a non-Bob related tangent here. Okay, we're gonna go down my road here. Anyway, wow, 2.5 hour live stream. Damn, did pretty good tonight. 8:30. I'll have to go watch the NBA highlights for tonight. Game 4 highlights. I'm glad the Mavericks didn't get swept. So any Dallas people out there, woo! All right, guys. So next week, let me think. I think so, Allison. I think so. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to discuss that. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a good weekend. If you guys are fortunate enough to still have fathers in your lives, give them a call or go see your fathers on Father's Day. I've been without a father for decade and a half now. So yeah, life is precious, life is short. So enjoy your time here and appreciate the people that you love around you, even if you have a strained relationship with your parents. I don't want to go on a big tangent about that now, but yeah. Try, reach out. You never know if you can rekindle a good relationship once again with your loved ones. But anyway, guys, I'll be back next week. Hopefully I'll have time to make a new video for you guys, for all of us, for veganism. And Friday live stream, I tell you, I have a lot of music things happening with the release of our new song, Numenon. So you'll be hearing more about that. I showed you a little bit of it today. Hope you guys liked it. Sounds like you guys did. I'll let you know. We'll let you know when the music video comes out. You'll recognize it. Some of it was shot. A lot of it was shot in this room, actually. But we tried to make it not look like this room. So we'll let you know about that and everything, guys. So thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being my friends. Thanks for being my my social life, basically. I don't get out too much these days, so it's either I'm talking to Angie or I'm talking to you guys. So thank you so much. All right, guys. So hopefully you like this. Share this. Don't share this video, but hit like. Let YouTube's algorithm know that these live streams are cool. And I want to thank all the people who gave us super chat tips tonight. AJ, Metalhead, and Jennifer Marie. Thank you so much. And maybe I'll use a little bit of that for a dinner tonight, maybe. Who knows? If not, put it away, save it away. And thank you, our moderators. I know Peter, I thought he said he had something to do, but thank you, Uncle, for holding it down tonight. Again, pretty chill night, as it's been lately. I think I've scared all the haters away. They know not to come here. I think word's gotten out or something. But anyway, thanks for being here, Uncle. And all right, guys, I'm going to go on. I'm going to have some din-din, and you guys have a good evening. So remember, guys, until next time, doesn't suck being vegan. Bye, guys.